don't think so. Rest in peace, Aaliyah, you heard? Uncut Juice, we are back on this Friday. And a beautiful Friday it is, people. We got a lot of topics to cover, but first, y'all know the deal. I'm so... Come on, Doc. Doc, no kidding. We gonna start this over, man. We gonna start this over. Yeah. Come on, Doc.
Happy Friday!
Let's go, Doc.
Hey, it's cold in this bitch.
But it's hot outside.
It's cold in here.
Start this up by saying rest in peace, beautiful Aaliyah. My baby. Oh,
I'm prolific.
I'm so gifted.
I'm the type that's gonna go get it. No kidding. Breaking down the switch in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his soul, nigga. But you know how it go, nigga. I'm front line every time it's on.
Come on.
100 pro flow.
Come on.
Run and shoot pro.
Yes.
58 drop.
Yes.
Playing bulletproof soul. Every
You heard what he said?
Buy some new gold.
Circle got smaller, everybody can't go.
Downtown Diamond District jewelers like yo.
Hustle, holla at me, I got Cubans on the low.
Through the Cancun, smoking Cubans
Let's
on
go. And Doc that saloon just to smoke. Look,
listening to music at the Maya ruins. True devotion
on the bluest ocean, cruising. My cultural influence, even revolution.
I'm integrated vertically, y'all niggas blew it. They tell me hustle, dumb and down, you might confuse you.
This ain't that weirdo rap, you motherfuckers shoes. It's uncut, uncut shoes, baby.
I'm an urban legend, South Central in a certain section.
Get it up, get it up. Let's go.
Evidence of a divine presence.
Come on.
Yeah. Down at times I seen records.
Come on.
Got an L, but gotta eat for
effort.
Stretched.
Dropped them off in the Mojave Desert, then left them.
Ain't no
marathon continues.
Money making it. Straighten out my jewelry on my bitch dresser. Well known. Flick up in jail clothes. Put the champagne bottle from Rico's to cheap shows. Whatever, nigga. Playing chess, not checkers, nigga. 38 special for these clever niggas.
What's up?
You ain't living die by the street code. Been through all these motions up and down.
There goes energy.
I could never view you as my equal. Fuck, I wanna hear your CD fall.
Let's go. Y'all know what time it is.
Let's go.
Joe, Tiki J, the original.
Whoa.
It's
Friday.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Yeah. Yeah, Doc.
That's my joint right here. Yo, this is like show 19.
But wait a minute. Check this out. Wait.
To the universe today a bit.
Wait.
Go ahead, Chicky Jada.
I want you to understand something.
Your purpose, or you wasting there.
You gotta own your masters. So I just found out.
Go ahead.
I just found out
because
Nipsey owns his masters. Every time we play this record, it goes to proceeds of his family.
Yes.
I just found that out.
Yes.
He owns his masters.
Yes.
So all streaming goes directly to his family.
Own this shit, baby. We're talking about own this shit.
Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Perspective.
That's why they don't cut it off.
Gratitude.
That's why they don't cut it off.
Gratitude. Yeah, so every Friday,
we open up.
He get his spins from the street doctor. He is one of my motivations, one of my influences. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace, King. He was a teacher, a leader. Came back, changed his community. Put work in his community. Vector.
Taught him how to own
the marathon store. The marathon continues. All the things that he did. The dispensary. Cryptocurrency. Yo, Nipsey was a genius. He was a man ahead of his time.
That part.
He was definitely a king ahead of his time. Happy Friday, everybody. Please
just thought that was dope to let the people know because I just found that out myself. He owns
Did you?
all of. Yes, I just found that out.
You just found out that Nipsey owned his own masters?
No, I just found out that not only does he own it, but every time that something's being played or streamed, it goes directly to his family. It doesn't go hand in hand. There's no third party.
You didn't know that?
To his family, no.
When did you find that out?
I found that out yesterday. I was reading something. I was like, word, that's crazy because we do Victory Lap every Friday. We give him his roses every Friday. So
Yeah,
I know he got to be opening
round
up.
of applause to him.
Yeah, he got to be opening up some doors on the other side for us. He like, yo, I don't know who shit is from the East Coast, but shit.
Right.
Feeding the family, you heard?
Right. So every time I don't know, I
Open up some
victory
invisible
lap
doors.
victory lap for me, which a lot of people don't understand. I ain't gonna say people don't understand. Should we shout out the people before we? I ain't gonna lose this thought though.
No, say your thought.
All right,
Say your thought first.
Victory lap for me hit home for me because one, I had really just got into who Neighborhood Nip was. Two, I love his music. Three, I love his intellect and the way that he thought. And fourth, he dropped so many jewels.
Right.
Mailbox Money, Victory Lap, like Blue Laces, all his different his just who he is as a person. So when I got put on to what cryptocurrency was, and he was talking about crypto, and he was talking about how he would sage every morning, every day before Nipsey left the house, he saged. He was talking about how he stopped smoking weed for a long period of time because he realized that weed was clouding his judgment. So in business, people will have that perception of you when you come to meetings and to sit down, they already have this preconceived notion that you're high.
Right.
So he was like, he wanted to be at his best. So he began to eat right, sleep right, go to bed no later than midnight, and stop smoking weed, period. Just so he could have his mind at a different set level.
Wow.
When he sat down with these dudes. So,
and I stopped smoking weed too. And damn, I didn't even know it was that deep. But continue, Doc. Continue.
Right. Right. So for Nipsey, with Victory Lap, for me, every song is a movie in itself. And then when I got put onto it, shout out to Tidal. I when I started listening to Tidal about 2 years ago, I subscribed to Tidal. Tidal will play music that you never heard. If the song is just playing, you just wind up hearing the next song.
Right.
So that is really how I really got introduced to Nipsey. And then when Victory Lap came out, it was like a motivational video, but audio. It was like motivational audio for me every single day. So going through my grief, going through my own struggles. Peace and blessings. T Sharp tuned in on Reflex Radio. That was something that motivated me every single day.
That's what's up.
That would come on. So I play Victory Lap. So that is why when we got here and I decided to do Uncut Jewels, I wanted this to be more like New York radio. Playlist, play other songs that you haven't heard. Great platform. Thank you, TR Sharp.
Thank you, TR Sharp.
Who's TR Sharp?
TR Sharp is a dope pillar in the city as well. He is a battle king.
You friends with that person?
I used to be on Facebook. I don't know what happened, but we are familiar.
Peace and blessings, TR Shop.
He don't take no shit.
I don't know if we're friends, but thank you for being on Uncut Jewels. I'm the street doctor, and this is my daughter, co-host Jiggy Jada. Yes, we look the same age. And yes, I was a teen mother. And yes, we grew up together. And yes, hip hop is both of our third parents.
And we're still growing.
Yes, and we're still growing. So I am proud to say hip hop is a third parent for me. Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't understand that. I got my mother, my father, and then I got hip hop. and then I have all the other people in the village that help make the street doctor who the street doctor is. But Nipsey really, really, really hit home for me. I listen to him. I watch his videos. Like you see how I be watching him. Right. When I'm driving, I'll be listening to his interviews. So you really want to know some real jewels, tune in. T Sharp, if you're an artist and you know somebody that is, we have a segment up here called
Rapping and
Capping and Hustle and Motivate. So you could call up to the station in a few
718-477-0139.
Yeah, 718-477-0139. Jiggy Jada, if you tune into our live, you could comment in the comments, like the phone number and stuff, and then people will see it. Music is my therapy. And Nipsey is a brilliant genius. So if you go back and watch the replays, go to YouTube, watch some of his videos. Just listen to what that man is speaking about. Victory Lap definitely resonates with me. So that is why we open our show to Victory Lap. Any other music we play after that, but the opening song is Victory Lap.
It's victory lap for me. It's the music. It's the beat. T Sharp said he battle rap now. So T Sharp, you should call a station in between our hustle and motivation segment. And if you don't got no track to send, that's cool. Yo, if you want to freestyle, call up. That. You could call up here too. And anybody out there, we didn't give our roses to our listeners all over the world. Shout out to everybody. Jiggy Jada.
Shout out to Italy. Shout out to Netherlands. Shout out to Kenya. Shout out to Canada. What else? Where else? Brazil. We have
Canada. Kenya,
Belgium,
Netherlands, Belgium, Italy.
We love you for it.
Brazil. We missed
and of course the people in the States.
It's the US. Shout out to our people in the US. Shout out to YouTube. YouTube be pulling up deep.
Our YouTube
Shout
family.
out to our YouTube family. Peace and blessings. We can't wait to see y'all pull up. It's Friday. To our people on Spotify, peace and blessings to you guys for rocking with Uncut Jewels, making us #1 up here. Shout out to Apple Podcasts. Shout out to Amazon. Shout out to Google. All the podcast platforms. The people who hear this episode, that will hear this episode later, because fortunately you guys on Facebook get to see us stream live. YouTube gets to see us stream live. However, this episode gets downloaded and compressed and then posted to the podcast levels in about another week. So you guys hear it later. Right. However,
we see you and we love you.
We see you. We love y'all. Thanks for making us #1. Thanks for rocking with me and my daughter, Jiggy Jada. Please follow us at Uncut Jewels Podcast on Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube. The YouTube is Dr. Jacqueline Wilson on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's DrJacquelyn Wilson on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel and send us your music. We are interested.
We got to get TR Shop up here.
TR Shop.
He getting his promote on. You heard
what he said? What he say? I don't see no comments. Why I don't see no comments here? In
August 14th, TR Shop. Ooh. Meth Lab, hands on. Okay.
Why I'm not seeing his comments on my page? Are we not friends? TR Sharp, am I friends with you? Are you friends with Jacqueline Wilson? Because I don't see your comments. I should see them, but I don't see them up here.
Says he has an album release party, all-white party, August 9th at Exit 13. So Staten Island, show some love.
All right, Staten Island. Where's Exit 13?
Thank you for tuning in.
Where's that at?
I believe that's somewhere out here. On the other side.
I don't see his comments here. I don't see him here.
I don't know.
Are you on?
Moving along. No, I'm not, because I'm trying to move along with this.
All right, so go ahead, Jiggy Jada.
I'm asking with a little bit of battery life that we got, because we don't have the uncut phone today, but we're gonna make this work. So since we're talking about like legacy and we opened it up talking about Nipsey, we got to say rest in peace to the late great Biz Markie.
Yes, give a round of applause.
I think it's crazy how as soon as we got off the air,
you want to play a Biz track?
Listen, I was already ready.
You ready already?
I was already ready.
Oh, listen, y'all better
get your hip hop shit on right now.
You feeling? Yup. You want to talk over it? Yep. Let Biz vibe. Let Biz vibe.
Y'all know anything about hip hop? Then you gotta get.
I'm gonna let Jiggy Jada get. Go ahead, Jiggy Jada, do your thing.
Let's start it over, Biz. He's Biz Markie. Rest in peace to the late great. Now, as the doctor was talking about being raised by hip hop as a parent, certain things you don't even know you've already heard because of this man right here. He was not just a rapper, he was a producer, he was a performer, he was a comedian. Shout out to Miss Roxanne Shante.
Shout out to Roxanne Shante.
The forefathers and foremothers of hip hop who taught us how to take our feelings and our energies despite our surroundings and put it out in magnificent various ways. Rest in peace to the late great Biz Markie.
Yes, rest in peace to Biz Markie. You work for UPS.
Hey. Come on.
But now he trucks gold with 5 ballet boots.
Okay.
Rough leather fashion and tuck silk suits.
Okay.
Now she stopped front and wants
718-477-0139 to our hustling motivators. We got Jenni Lewis Ford. Off the Jenni Lewis Ford in the building today.
Keep going.
Let's go. Let's go.
Rest in peace to Biz Markie.
Mark Zuckerberg, we do not own the rights to this music. Somehow another Biz Mark does. Let him live. Hey.
You know how many people use this sample?
How many, Jiggy Jada? Educate them. Let us know.
Man. Listen, we got Mary. We got. You hear it again? Oh man, I heard this shit so many times. I don't even want to.
Come on, drop it. You know we don't talk over it. They gonna hate on us, so we gotta talk over it.
Make the music with your mouth, Biz. Most of the most classical records I heard after this came out was actually taken and sampled from off this original Biz Markie original. Make the
With
music
your
with
mouth.
your mouth.
But wait,
Biz.
if Biz make this music with his mouth, then is there a sample? They pay Biz or
How many times you heard this?
yo crack? This is crack. Let's go. Yo, oh man! Every
feel
time you
good.
hear this,
It feel
you
good.
just think about everybody that sampled this. The people talking about hip hop ain't the truth. Come on, hip hop is the most generated genre of music
that part.
in the world. Hey,
Where would we be today without hip hop? We love you, Mr. Biz Markie. We had to give you some
he
love.
said we love the energy. They love to hate these uncut Jews.
Yes.
Teach you to hustle and motivate. You already know, Mr. Sharp.
I like Mr. Sharp's energy. You gotta come up here.
I don't know why I can't see him on here.
You gotta come up here.
Mr. Sharp, you request my page.
Rest in peace, Biz Markie. Hey, rest in peace, Biz Markie. Hey,
Because I don't know why I'm not seeing
talk
him.
your shit, Mr. Biz.
Hey,
We don't want Mark Zuckerberg to be a ucker.
yeah.
So we
Yo. I love this stuff so much.
Rest in peace to Biz
Yo,
Markie.
this brings me back to when I was like 8.
Where were you at when you first heard Biz Markie?
Oh, when I first heard this, I was in East New York. Shout out to Cypress Hills Projects.
Let's go.
My nightmare era. It's a nightmare living there. So many great and bad memories. It's bittersweet. While listening to this, I was in a party in the basement on Crescent and Euclid. The first time I heard this.
The hole in the wall?
It wasn't a hole in the wall. It was like, I think they was Indian or Spanish, but there was no hole in the wall. They had money. They had a party, a basement party. And right there by where the Chinese restaurant is at, the chicken spot, you know where you be getting the bootleg Newports? The gas station?
The game room.
When you walk from the train, across the street from the game room. And
Oh,
there was
it's
a
another
basement
spot.
party. No, somebody's house. In the bottom of their house. That's when they used to have basement parties. Before, y'all don't know about the basement era.
Nah,
But
we don't.
when they had basement parties. And that's the first time I heard this in there. I was like,
Hard.
what is this?
Biz Markie, man. One of the greats.
I think this had to be like, what year did I say? This had to be like between 86, 87, 88, maybe?
Gotta be 86.
Woo! As I turn the party out. I don't know why I can't see TR Sharp.
We gonna do this thing. Gotta do it for Biz Markie. You heard? Yes. You gotta rock with us. Now, not only did we lose the late great Mr. Biz Markie, but condolences to Keisha Cole's family as well. We lost Frankie. Frankie had such a great energy, man. I felt like she was part of the family, like you said.
Yeah, I
Like
feel like
auntie energy.
Yeah, I definitely feel like my aunt passed away.
Crazy. You gotta love her. And also, this is why people, you can't, like I seen the post you put up about our families, the ones that's addicted. And sometimes
Yeah,
people judge and look down.
Yo, that really, it was
gotta watch 'em,
bothering me
man.
that day.
Yeah.
It
'cause
was
we got a lot of
heavy
that
on me because
in
you
the
know
community.
why? I saw 3 of them that day. And one day, I saw all 3 of them.
Mm.
And seeing them, I was driving. And even like just seeing them in passing, for me, it was like, they didn't
Yeah.
even see me. I was just watching them.
Right. You just so happen to run into them.
Yeah, and I was just watching them and I was looking at them like, yo, you mean to tell me that this is where we at? Like, we all the same age group.
Mm.
We all like, and that's just 3 of them. That ain't even counting all the other ones.
Right. There's more.
I saw who we just talked about the other day
Right.
when you spent the night at my house. I
Mhm.
saw who we talked about. I saw our other two of our other cousins. And the last one that I saw, it made me really, really angry, and I almost vented about it on social media, but I didn't. I just said, let me post what I'm feeling in the moment, but put some cushion around it,
Right.
and I ain't gonna call people out. But I
Right.
really, 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 for the first time, realized and felt some type of a way about drugs. I felt some type of way about how it destroys families.
Right.
1, 2, how drugs has destroyed our family.
Right.
3, how people downplay alcohol.
That's a drug.
4,
a heavy drug.
Yes, because alcohol runs very heavily and deep in my family.
And our family, too,
Yeah.
especially. A lot of our people got alcohol poison. A lot of bad things
Our
happen to
family
them from
alcohol
alcoholism.
runs very deep. So for people out there, it's like alcohol isn't this bad thing because it's just drinking. And that's not necessarily true. Like, it's very addictive. It's one of the worst addictive drugs to even be addicted to. But guess what? If Sha'Carri Richardson was drinking, she wouldn't have had an issue.
Right.
But if you smoking weed and that comes up, you got an issue. And I got an issue with them not having an issue with alcohol.
Right.
Because alcohol is worse. Alcohol is worse. I have uncles and aunts that were experienced alcoholics. My father was a functioning experienced alcoholic. That got nothing to do with his dope or nothing else he did.
And what was that?
But
like?
he drank every day.
Like, my dad was a functioning, well, not really like a dysfunctional alcoholic, but we already know about that corridor. And that made him like angry and abusive.
Right. Alcohol didn't make my father angry and abusive. However, it was the gatekeeper. Alcohol, it relaxes you and massages you and distorts your thinking. Right. Motherfuckers think, nah, I'm good. I could drive. I'll drive better when I'm drunk. No, you are impaired.
Right.
That is why they call it impaired. When you drink, you become impaired. So you feel good. You feeling nice. The alcohol is in your kidneys and in your liver and it's squishing around. It's in your bloodstream and it's going through all your brain to your brain cells and all these other things. You feeling good and you feeling horny because that's what it does for people. You start seeing who was ugly looking good now. The Henny tell you, yo, you can hit that. Or it ain't that serious, or it's just a person. Whatever the alcohol is telling you in that moment. However, it doesn't make you a better driver, guys. For the people who feel they can drive better.
Or a better dancer.
Right.
Yeah. I had to throw that out there just to lighten it up a little bit.
So, yeah.
The right amount of tequila will make the worst slew-footed, left-footed person think that they getting it. Nah.
Right.
Put it down.
Right.
Get drunk.
So it be having people thinking that, that they good and everything is working well and it's the alcohol. It's because of the alcohol that I'm having a great day. No, guys. I mean, you might be feeling well at the moment, but alcohol distorts everything. It just takes it to the next level. And I'm not saying that I don't drink. I'm saying that I don't abuse alcohol. If you drink every day, you are not a social drinker. If you drink every single day, you're a borderline alcoholic. I don't know what level you are at. If from 1 to 10, you might be at a 1, between 1 and 3. You got people who are a 10. They would drink every day till they fall asleep. They would and understand that is an addictive pacifier. Like I posted the other day.
I seen that.
Food, alcohol, weed, dust, dope, coke, sex, strippers, like all these different things. People,
it's
you
an
could
addiction.
Stand back and point out to people what they addicted to and what they addicted about. But what is your addictions? You know what I'm saying?
Your vice to get through.
Yeah, my vice is eating now. Yo, I'm out. I'm off this.
I used to
I will go and eat out because I've been cooking since I was 11.
Indulge in cannabis.
Heavily indulge.
I
love the word they put it. It sounds so fancy now. Cannabis.
Right. I mean, I used to do it so much that I had to stop because I actually had an effect where it felt like I couldn't do nothing without it. That's the reason mainly I stopped. It's like I couldn't eat without it. I couldn't sleep without it. Everything I was doing, I had to smoke. And then I wanted to do more and my money was going to it and I wasn't accepting where I was. And I'm like, yo, if I take the money I'm spending on this and put it elsewhere, I'll be all right. But one vice can trade for another. So I was more of a smoker, and then that's when I picked up the habit of alcoholism, not realizing that I was becoming a functioning alcoholic.
Wow.
Instead of being able to talk to somebody, the bottle would just make you feel like everything is going to be all right. It basically just numbs the pain. Now that I'm older and haven't have done it for so long, I just realized that I still have to talk. I still have to vent. I still have to move. It doesn't make nothing go away. You know what I'm saying? It makes it feel good for the moment, or you feel nothing. And then when it comes back crashing down, whatever you try to run away from, it's always there. The alcohol is not going to take all of that stuff away.
When do you think you realize, like, I'm becoming a borderline alcoholic?
When I started drinking in the daytime.
And when did that happen?
That started to happen around when I was 23. Like, I was a late bloomer with it. I didn't like certain stuff. I didn't like smoking cigarettes.
Open the door.
I didn't like beer. None of that shit. But when it came in like a thief in the night.
You said 20 when?
23. Like around the time I was 23.
Yeah. That's when you realized?
That's when I
7 years ago?
Nah, that's when I realized then. That's when I picked it up, I'm saying. Like,
okay.
Started to drink more. I wasn't a drinker at all. It was not my thing. And then it started from going through situations and they were in the daytime and I started to get little bottles and the little bottles started turning to big bottles. Same thing with cigarettes. It's like I was late with all of that stuff. And then the first thing that you think, because people say it so often, oh, it's just, it's what you're used to or relieves the stress, but it actually brings on stress as well. As you get older, it starts to mess with your body. Them headaches start to hit a little different, start to feel it in your body and your head, and everything is just all cloudy. And I don't like that feeling. So that's when I started to make my changes and look at things different.
Right.
Good afternoon.
Peace and blessings.
So I guess just came in the building.
Yes. I gotta adjust that color. And I love your necklace.
Addictions.
You guys looking like a couple.
We all have them. So if you have somebody out there that that is addicted, don't judge them. Help them out. We all have a vice. I'm gonna take a little break before our guests come in.
No, keep it going. I'm loving what you're saying. People are tuned in and they checking in.
I want them to hear this while they.
Okay.
And then we'll get back to.
All right, call up 718-477-0139. Our hustle and motivators. We want to know what your hustle is and what motivates it.
Yes.
What motivates your hustle? Yeah.
This is real talk.
Though I walk through the valleys
Hustle
and the
get
shadows
the hustle
of
get the email.
death.
Jigs the She-Wolf Salvation.
Hear me, feel me. Lord, save my soul. Can you hear me? Salvation comes to
F_O_L on SoundCloud. Salvation, the Wolf Hawaii Roll. Salute the J Hustle.
Fake friends. Fake demons they surround. But I feel no evil. I tell them, I know you hate me, I love you too. If you don't fuck with me, fuck you too. Feelings mutual, coward. Grew up in housing. Young thugs, ruthless and wildin'. From Brooklyn to Shaolin, ain't nobody smiling. They say, damn, you ain't been around. It's cause I've been around. Too much fake talk, the devil came with a smile. Now I ain't getting down, the only way to go is up. They say they love you when you need them, no one's showing up.
Addictions.
So what is love really? I know the thugs feel me, cause life is more like death. I'm feeling dumb shitty. Backstabbers, whack rappers, fake friends. The cash matters. You ask backwards, you face 10. I lost a lot of friends.
Salute to the number one DJ Connecticut, DJ Ron C on the check-in. See you up.
I see the stairs, walk the streets with their heat prepared. Don't even care, this is hell, we ain't leaving here. Lord, save my soul. Salvation comes to pass. Deliver me from harm. Though I walk in the shadow, Lord, save my soul. We walk this lonely path. Demons they surround. But I Dear God, I wonder if you hear me. The struggle is real hard, but you ain't make it easy. Every day is a test. Can't count how many times the devil came for my neck. How am I still breathing, still believing? Call it blind faith. A lost soul with a goal, still I find hate. Pour a cup full of troubles to drink the pain away. Lower Dutch for the struggle, this is my day to day. Never fall off, stumble just to make it out. Angels surround me, the demons want to take me out. Protect me from myself, I know I walk a crazy route. Look at the life you gave me. Had to be my pops, fuck you mean act like a lady. I'm stuck in purgatory, bet you never heard the story. I turned away once people started turning on me. Cause I don't know much, but I know reality. And all I want is for my moms to be proud of me.
Lord, save my soul. Salvation comes to pass. Deliver me.
So that's that. Jiggy J, the Jigs, the She-Wolf, Salvation. Off of the Wolf of Whitehall project with myself and Jay Hustle. And as you can see on the song, we're talking about addictions. Pouring yourself and your feelings and your thoughts into a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a vice. So rest in peace once again to Frankie. Condolences to the Cole family. If you got a family member that is addicted, please don't hesitate to reach out. You never know who might need you. We all have our vices, people. So we're about to get into our guests. Hustle and Motivators. Y'all already know the number 718-477-0139. Call up.
You play Salvation?
You want to play Salvation one more again?
Can you
Closer to the mic.
can you log on?
To Facebook, definitely.
Will it let you?
You should.
Can you tune in to Uncut Jules or no? Just so you can respond, you know, y'all can talk.
Yeah, I'm on here now. I mean, okay, what it says, display name, I'm put Hustle TV.
Hustle TV. I'm hanging up with you. Just go through the StreamYard thing and text me when you get. Oh, you there? I see you. You in the waiting area.
All right, good. We got Hustle on the check-in.
You're in your car, bro. Why you're in the car?
He there though.
Take your time. My other guest just got here, so I want to incorporate everything. So stay listening. Don't go nowhere. Like I didn't bring you up yet. So do what you're doing. Just stay logged on.
What's the Facebook, John? Uncut.
Jacqueline
Yeah, I do
Wilson.
that.
If it's easier for you.
Lord,
We're gonna play the Salvation one more again as we get our guests ready. Uncut Jules. Welcome everybody.
Feel me.
We also gonna have Jay Hustle coming up live via live stream.
Deliver me from harm. Though I walk in the shadow, Lord, save my soul.
Here we go.
We walk this
For those just now chiming in, we were just talking about addictions. People in your family that's addicted, people have different vices. Reach out. Look out for your people, man. Jiggy J, the Salvation. Jiggy Baby, the original street doctor. Uncut
Yeah.
Because I've been around.
Oh,
Too
there you
much
go.
fake
Jenni
talk. The devil
Lewis
came
Ward,
with
yeah.
a smile. Now I ain't getting down. The only way to go is up. They say they love you when you need them. No one's showing up. So what is love really? I know the thugs feel me. Cause life is more like death. I'm feeling dumb, shitty. Backstabbers, whack rappers, fake friends. The cash matters. You ask back, was you face 10? I lost a lot of friends, and they ain't even dead. When I was climbing up, why they ain't see the stairs? I see the stairs, walk the streets with the heat prepared. Don't even care, this is hell, we ain't leaving here.
Lord, save my soul. Salvation comes to pass. Deliver me from harm. Though I walk in the shadow, Lord, save my soul. We walk this lonely path, where demons they surround.
God, help me. I wonder if you hear me. The struggle is
Real hard.
but you ain't make it easy. Every day is a test.
I'm ready,
Can't
I'm
count how
ready.
many times the devil
hear this
came
song.
for
You
my
ready for
neck.
that?
How am I
Let's go.
still breathing?
got time. You got time, baby.
A lost
time
soul
today?
with a goal, still I find hate. Pour a cup full of troubles to drink the
Huh?
pain away.
You didn't bring the
Lord, just
wine.
for the
Where's the
struggle.
wine?
This is my day to day. Never fall off, stumble just to make it out. Angels surround me, the demons want to take me out. Protect me from myself. I know I walk a crazy route.
got
Look at the life you gave me. Had to be my pop. Fuck you mean that like a lady. I'm stuck in purgatory. Bet you never heard the story. I turned away once people started turning on me. Cause I don't know much, but I know reality. And all I want is for my moms to be proud of me.
Lord save my soul. Yeah, we bobbing up here. Hey, Naya. Naya's a vegan chef. Peace and blessings, everybody. You are now tuned in with Uncut Jules. We have our guests up here.
Yeah.
Yes, we have our guests. Do you
welcome?
Yes,
Appreciate
welcome. We have a round of applause.
We got family in the building.
Round of applause for we have the coach.
Greatness.
Yeah.
Yes, we have the coach, Mr. What is your last name again?
Oh, that's Gregory.
Gregory.
Yeah.
L. Gregory, because I didn't get your first name, so I didn't want to
good.
mess it up. But
It's
I know
so
he's
good.
a life coach. I know he's a life coach.
True, yes.
L. Gregory from Staten Island.
Yeah.
And
Nice to meet you, King.
the author, Miss
From
Jenni
Staten Island,
Lewis.
you heard?
A round of
Let's go.
applause for Jenni Lewis. Y'all see the features?
Family.
Y'all see the features?
Yeah.
That is our color. That it pops off of us. So welcome to Uncut Jules, guys.
Appreciate you
This
so
is
much.
my co-host. This is my daughter, Jiggy Jada.
No way.
Yes, sir.
No way.
Yes.
It definitely don't crack.
Right, it's crazy,
Black
right?
Don't crack.
No
Don't
way.
crack.
It's the
at
cheekbones for me.
Yeah.
That's
That
Cheekbones.
smooth melanin for me.
right.
Yeah.
We gon' see.
That's my daughter.
Flawless
This is-
agelessness right there.
This is my daughter,
That's
Jiggy
what's up.
Jada.
Well, it's a
And-
pleasure to meet you both.
Yes.
You
welcome,
too.
Welcome
Yeah.
I can't
up
wait
here.
to see what we gonna get into right
Jackass.
now.
Yes, yes. So
I
Jenny,
get ready.
Jenny,
Hey.
look, I did not get your bio.
Okay.
It's all good.
Listen, I'm happy to kick it off. You don't know
It's-
me.
Yes,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
bring
want
that
you.
energy.
I would
Touch.
like for you guys to share with the Uncut Juice. First of all, welcome to our house.
I love it.
Take your shoes off. get
Take your
comfortable.
shoes off. Get extremely comfortable.
Wash your hands.
Roll one
Right.
up if that's what you. Nah, but
Only share the dishes.
we could, if you had libations, that was fine. Told my cousin to bring the wine. She forgot. She was late or
It's a tough
whatever.
day. It was a tough day.
Don't feel pressured. Uncut Juice is a real platform
Toxic.
where
Never.
we
Look
talk
at that.
about reality, real life topics,
Uncut.
That's what I'm talking
real
about.
uncut.
You don't have to be
Shit that
politically
really-
correct.
Yes,
Oh, no.
you don't have to be politically correct.
Speak from your husband.
Yes.
So basically what you're saying is that all who enter must leave their representatives at the door, right? We have to be our
Ooh, break that
authentic
down. Is that
selves.
a Jew? Is that a Jew? Well, explain it. What you mean by that?
Drop the
Right.
family jewels.
That's-
Break that down.
That's my dog.
Go ahead, Jenny.
All right, so you're saying this is a safe space. We're uncut, we're unrefined, but we're still jewels, right? So many people walk around, all the time in a fake persona that we call the representative.
Facts.
Yes. So
Facts.
First time I heard of
let
that.
me reframe. It's not fake. It is what we do. It's what we do as humans to survive, right? We take shortcuts.
Right.
That's how we've evolved, right? So we've also evolved a persona that we put on for work, what we do when we're outside with people who don't know us, when you're just starting to date somebody, when you're in new situations and you have that, like maybe that fake confidence, or you have that bravado, and you have that representative. That's who you are online most of the time, but that's not really who you are in real life. So we're
Right.
gonna leave that outside. We're gonna get super
Yeah.
real today.
Right.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
is. That's
Yo,
exactly
when
what
I'm
we
on,
meant.
when I'm live,
Those are awesome
I
definitions.
have no representative.
Yeah.
No persona.
Right.
I'm the street doctor.
Right.
No representative, no persona, none of that. This is it.
I'm just-
Raw, uncut.
Gotta be one way.
Raw, uncut Jules.
One way.
And I guess that's why the people who love me, and those who just can't, I can't take this bitch. Can't take me.
I'm always
We're allowed to curse
unfiltered.
on here because
You can say whatever the fuck you want to
raw,
say.
uncut Jules, girl.
We raw like
It's
that.
the airways. I don't want the children to be, they're watching.
No,
Nah,
the whoa.
we
There's
international.
there's no. Your kids are watching.
Hell fucking no.
Oh. Did you see her? Hell fucking no. No,
I
there's
concur.
there's no children. Mikey's not watching. He's
This is
definitely
for
not
the
watching.
adults.
This is definitely adult radio.
Okay.
This
No
is
doubt.
adult podcast.
And we're international. So it's adult radio for all over the world.
Oh, we roll
Let's get
Dolo
it.
from state to state.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Country
So
to country.
you guys got the Netherlands tuning in. We got Kenya tuning in. We got
Hey.
Italy. We got
Belgium.
Brazil. We got Belgium. We've
Spain too.
grown. We're the number one show up here
Right.
through the grace of God.
It's a pretty tight studio. I'm
Yeah.
super proud of you guys.
Salute Joe Parker.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Shout out to
Thank you,
Reflex
fam.
Radio. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Joe for creating an
That's right.
atmosphere for
Is that Joe in the back with the basketball shorts?
No, that's
Rocco.
That's his partner.
Paco?
It's Rocco.
Oh.
Look at her. She like
You said
Paco.
Paco?
No.
Paco or Rocco?
Can I have that necklace?
Yeah, of course I got you.
Oh my God. That is so freaking dope. I
It's
got
from
like,
Mexico.
I have like 3 different garments. That fabric, that color.
It's the vibe.
So we're
here
super
to vibe.
Geminis.
We're here to vibe. I'm gonna kick it off though.
Your
I'm
nails
gonna,
match her dress. Like,
absolutely. We are
Yes.
we are the same human. We just got separate. We were born out of separate wombs.
Look, I told her, I said, you gotta meet my daughter. My daughter's gotta meet you, like meet you.
like off of the.
Yeah. Like not even on not even just like or Uncut Jewels, just because we're dope, and we're cousins. So it's like super dope. And then it's like down
She's been
to
talking
earth,
about it for a
super
week.
dopeness, 'cause
Okay.
I had
Yeah,
so
when
much
you took
fun
her
with
out.
We're gonna put a pin in your mama because I got some stories for you about the last time we went out.
Oh,
And
really?
you need to hear this because she is going through a situation where she needs some of your coaching, Lonnie.
Let's get it.
Okay, because
Let's
I
go.
saw some behaviors that need some coaching.
Oh,
I
that's
did.
so.
Which
I'm gonna- I'm
behaviors?
gonna
Well,
get
put
there.
it,
the doc.
put it out
Yeah,
there,
the spot.
goddammit.
I'm gonna
Hey,
get there. I'm
throw
gonna
it
get
out.
there. Let's build some suspense.
Let's get
Let's
it.
do that.
So, just a little bit about me in case you just tuned
Yes,
in.
we would like
right?
to know Jenny. Jenny,
Yeah.
who is Jenny?
So, basically, I'm actually Jennifer, but Jenny is my spiritual name, right? So that's how I identify in this world. Like, I am fun. I am curious. I like to play. I like to learn about people. And that's led me on a really cool career in marketing and communications where I get to tell stories for a living, right? And so then in 2019, I wrote my own story because I had a moment where I was going through so much with my career, with my life. I was a podcaster. I made my own podcast 10 years ago before it was cool. 2 Chainz on the mic.
Right,
2
shots
Chainz on the
fired,
mic.
Nikki Jada.
Boom, all right? Pioneer in these streets. And, I had a moment where like I was crossing everything off my to-do list. Everything that I ever wanted to do was happening. And I could not find joy. I could not find a muster of happiness. It was just on to the next. I was knocking down dominoes, not even taking a break to recognize all of the hard work that I did, all of the great things that I accomplished, and all the great people that I know. And I was on a road to burnout. And so exploring that journey of burning out and what it feels to be an overaccomplished person, but still not feel happy inside, really made me think about ways that I could, try to fix that. I'm a doer. I'm not a therapy person. I like to be coached or to coach. And so I met someone named Russ Terry, who was a guest on my radio show, and he had a platform of gratitude and how you can use gratitude as a tool to redefine your life and your experience.
I'm so glad that you're here talking
That's
about that,
beautiful.
because that is, I feel like my daughter would benefit from.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Put that sound on right there.
Yeah, shots fired.
Okay.
Shots fired.
Pew, pew, pew.
Shots fired.
Okay, I will coach her, and Line's gonna coach you on dating. All right.
Yeah, she needs that.
Yeah,
Wow.
sure.
I'm
I
no,
concur.
If she
I'm
comes up here, he's gonna coach
Yeah.
me on dating.
I'm
Yeah.
no
Do you
expert.
do dating as well? You do relationships and dating.
everything.
He's
I do
life.
it. So yeah, life.
And you're 38.
Wow, I appreciate you. I'm 39.
Oh, when's your birthday?
April 13th.
No gray
Okay.
hair. No
Okay.
gray hair. Nowhere. No gray
Nah.
hair.
Children?
It's terrible.
One daughter. Birthday's next week on the 27th. She's turning
Right.
13.
Whoa.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
appreciate it.
You
Thank
got
you.
the shotgun ready, right?
Oh, I'm licensed.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you already know. I got a 40 and a Mossberg 5. So we
Yeah.
good.
Lonnie
Okay.
actually lives down south now. He came up here. He's came up here for an event, but he's doing the show. So I'm just as a person
Oh,
of
so you don't
gratitude,
reside
thank
here
you.
anymore?
Now I moved like when all right, so my story, right? Born and raised out here in Staten. So I grew up in Arlington, Highland Ave.
Wow.
Right. I grew up in there. But
So you know all my cousins.
I
Well, our cousins.
I know everybody. So my grandmother lived in the harbor. So I stayed at 169 growing up. But Jenny was my neighbor. She lived on the 3rd floor. I lived on the 12th. When we were younger. So back in the day, it was a lot different. No cap, a lot different. But I got desensitized as I got older because I witnessed shootouts, murders, like in my face, murders, certain things that certain like people should not
I've
see.
been there.
And mostly everybody that I know has witnessed a murder. But I was fortunate enough to make it out. And once I got out, I saw a whole different world. And I started using each and every day as a lesson
And where is out? When you say you made it out, like
out,
where
out
was
of the piece? Most people don't make it
to-
out of the project.
Right. To where? Where did you go? Did you go out of the state?
So my mother was like me and my father. We have a buddy relationship. We don't like. I'm the typical cliche, like the single parent household. My mother raised my sister and I. She had 4 jobs. Father was part time, MIA majority of the time. Like
Okay.
my heroes didn't have capes. I got raised by the OGs in the neighborhood.
Wow, you said my
That's
heroes
real.
didn't have capes. I like that.
So
That was a Jew.
so
yeah, that was definitely.
she said you going with your father in North Carolina. This is back in when the ball was dropped in 2003. I was on an Amtrak going to North Carolina. Not to mention this dude was like 2 hours late picking me up, but that's water under the bridge. But she moved me to North Carolina.
How old were you?
2003. I mean,
20 years ago.
Yeah,
22
2021,
years
like
ago.
21, 22.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was out there for like 2 weeks max because growing up, you are taught to either hustle legally or illegally out here. So I had the best of both worlds. My mother was a hustler at her corporate job, and everybody else was hustling the way that I learned. You know, whether it was drugs, alcohol, you know, whatever you need, I could get it or I had it. So I kept that hustler's mentality when I left,
Okay.
and it got me to where I am today.
Right.
I was only out there in North Carolina for 2 weeks, and then I got a job with the airlines 2 weeks later, and they flew me to Scottsdale, Arizona, and I was training in Arizona. But every single day, right, is a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to you to rectify, to understand what that lesson is. Like, I don't believe in bad days.
Wow.
I believe in character building
Well, I was
days.
just telling you that.
Wow.
Help
Come
me then.
in.
I had a damn
Can you
bad
step
day.
in,
Run that
Jiggy
back.
Jada?
I'm taking it in first.
Like,
I'm just
You
Just,
see
like,
how the universe
I'm in
works,
the
right?
Like, real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. Think about it.
yeah.
Because
no such thing as a bad day. I like that.
You cannot control the actions of others, but you can control your reaction
So what they do.
to what they do.
Let's pause there for a second, right?
Go ahead.
Because when you said you got out, right, you meant
Yeah.
physically.
Physically.
But what I heard was you got out of the mental prison that most people are trapped in, which is not knowing that they can control their reactions, like you just said.
Mhm.
When you have the power to understand that you control your response and
Yeah.
the way you interpret and the way you react,
Yeah.
you are free.
And let me just throw that. There's no shade.
Indeed.
There's no shade to anybody because I got a lot of friends and fam still out here who I love unconditionally. There's no shade, but I was able to make that transition. And at the end of the day, I'm still the same L from 12D, but I fine-tune myself. I learned how to rub shoulders with the best of them. I learned, and then the people that I encountered throughout my years of growing, I know that this is just the beginning. I know that this is the beginning. And then I connected with Jenni again, and here we are. And here we are on your beautiful show.
She's talked so highly of you.
That's my homie.
So great of
Jenni's
you.
my homie.
We've been talking about this for over 2 months.
Like as a
Over
kid,
2 months.
like me ain't know no better. As a kid, I'm downstairs and like we shit. Like this is before. Like right now, my daughter knows more at 13 than I did at 13 back then. Like we chilling in my room, just chilling, like just watching TV or something. No, nothing. Just friends.
Right. No social media, no TikTok, none of that.
Like telling jokes, playing games. Like this was my childhood friend. Still is. This is my homie now. This is my friend. So
That's what's up.
like I know her husband too. But if it comes down to it, I choose her. I mean,
Right.
Right.
it is what it is, LeVon. It is what it is.
Sorry.
It is what it is.
Oh, really?
Like I have no filter too. I have no filter either.
Well, you
No,
can be
no,
uncut.
I
You can
love
be
it.
uncut up here.
I love it. I'm so glad that
Yeah.
like I didn't know what to expect. I was like, okay,
Is he
so,
fancy? She was like,
so is he fancy or is he one of us?
Only
She's like,
reason-
nah, he's like us.
The only reason I had this suit on is I have to go to a quinceañera because my daughter's half Puerto Rican, so I gotta go to a quinceañera right after this in Jersey. So I was like, let me just throw this suit on now.
What's the quinceañera?
When these girls they turn 16,
it's like a sweet 16.
Oh,
it's when they're becoming a woman in the
Okay.
Spanish.
It's
in the
literally
Spanish
like a
culture.
so
mini
you
wedding.
bringing your daughter? You're her date.
No, she's her mother. Well, her mother lives in Florida. I'm divorced. So her mother lives in Florida, and her mother flew out here to bring her to her cousin's party, and she had her for half her summer because like I learned growing up. I'm a full-time parent, so her mother had her for the half the summer. But when when it's school time, she's with me.
Okay.
So she lives with me in North Carolina. So I'm
Okay.
taking her back to North Carolina because we got to get ready for the school year. Like
Okay.
I'm strict. Like growing up here, My daughter, she speaks 3 languages. She's a straight A student. She wants to go to Stanford. She plays golf. Like,
So
anything
how
that
were you able to, from where you came from
Mhm.
to where you are now, and being a dad? She's 13 years old.
Right.
How were you able to do that? How long were you divorced? Or was it the assistance of her mother, or your coexistence as parenting is great?
We have the best co-parenting relationship. We were
That's
young.
dope.
We were young and dumb as kids, and we both understand that. We both realized that we were young and stupid as shit as kids, and our pride got the best of us, and we just grew apart to where, we didn't want to listen to each other, because I say this a lot on my podcast. Everybody thinks communication is key, and it's not.
Right. Comprehension is.
I could talk to you till I'm blue in the face, but if you're not understanding what I'm saying, I'm just wasting breath.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have to understand me. We didn't understand each other.
Yeah.
We didn't understand each other, but I did for her what wasn't done for me, because history is supposed to be learned, not repeated.
Right.
I repeat, history is supposed to be learned, not repeated.
That's a jewel.
So
Right.
whatever my father didn't do for me, whatever my mother did for me, I added my mother's teachings and did what my father didn't do.
Okay.
So now she's, charter school and silver spoon. I brag different. Like, she grew up with a silver spoon in her mouth. Like, that's just
What it is.
It is what it is. Like, she don't know nothing about the peas. She don't, and I show her where I live at. I show where I'm from. Don't get it twisted, because she needs to know the history.
Right.
Like, this is what your dad made it out from. And Arlington looks like crap. Like, this is it looks like
I felt like growing up, it wasn't that bad.
it was not that bad.
I'll be out like, if you lived in Arlington, it was almost like your family had money. Or
we were at the bougie project.
Yeah, that was the bougie. That was like Linden Plaza, the East
It
New
was
York.
nice.
If
It
you
was
lived in
nice.
Plaza,
It was
doing
nice.
good.
That's so my mother
Shit
moved.
as
My
well.
mother, my father moved there because Arlington was nice.
Yeah.
But then
the drug dealers moved in.
and then I got stories for
Got real.
each and every day. Like, it got real, and I was
still real.
Jungle Nails.
It's realer now. It's realer now.
It's different.
Like, shout out to my fam, man. Like I've seen everything develop. Like, gangs, pit fights, woo bangers, like people dipping and embalming. I seen everything.
Right.
I seen dogs hung in the woods. I seen shootouts. Like I'm saying, as a kid, you're supposed to be happy, go lucky, like. But once I saw all that, I didn't know it as a child, that it was doing something to my mental psyche. It was making me, desensitizing me, because now I don't get scared. I'm cool, calm, collected always.
Yeah, and that's like me too. Like, people will look at me and say, it's the perception. When they see you, they go off or titles. Oh, you're a doctor. Oh, you this or you that. Like, man, fuck all of that. Listen, I came from where I've heard so many gunshots that if they start shooting, I'm really not gonna run. Like, I'm not scared, and that's not a brag.
It's reality.
It's the reality that's how much we've been around it.
Because in North Carolina, like, there's hoods in North Carolina, but I laugh, I chuckle at their hoods, because I'm like, bro, I grew up at 13-story buildings. Like, it's 2 ways out, homie. You got houses. Like,
right.
Real hard pulling up to your driveway.
We got back doors, bro.
Like, what are you talking about?
You get into some shit and all, so you ain't
Backstairs.
making it out.
You're not making that
Pulling
at
up to your
fact.
garage.
Facts.
You're not making the
Facts.
Don't let it, like, the tie comes off. Don't let it confuse
We getting
you.
real up here, y'all.
It's just, I find it so interesting that we grew up literally in the same building and had such different experiences.
Yes,
Yeah.
talk about yes.
Yeah.
So,
And how was
Because you made it out too.
How was your experience? Because you're I don't want to talk about your dad, but they already
I don't know.
they knew. Right? Even still to this day, I could bring up your father's name and it'll like clear a room.
Fizzy.
It is what it is. However, he has created one of the dopest human beings.
True that.
And to come from him being your dad and your mom being your mom and you being who you are.
Shout out to Michelle.
As I look at you as an entrepreneur, I don't even look at you as someone that works for someone else.
Oh, I'm a hustlepreneur.
Yeah.
So
Hustlepreneur.
corporate funds my stuff.
Exactly.
Yes,
That's what I was getting ready to get to.
So
your
corporate
partnership
is the gasoline. It's not the car. Right.
Right,
It funds my dreams. It funds the car.
Exactly.
And you know what? That's why, I could say I have privilege, because like the jobs that I have and the job that I have right now, I made sure they align with my purpose. Many people are not in this space where they love their day job, but don't get it twisted. your job does not define you. Okay. And many
True.
people walk around thinking that their job defines them. So if they're working at Family Dollar, then they feel like that they're less than, or listening to like all of the narratives that are happening in social media. If you can't afford this giant vacation or this car, these rims, then you're less than. But that's just far from the truth. Your job does not define you. Your character
True.
defines you.
True.
So I've been blessed because I navigated my career to make sure that I don't hate what I do when I wake up, but that's not who I am. I'm an author. I'm a podcast host. I'm a mother. I'm a fucking superhero. I'm a black woman in America. Okay.
America.
Let me tell you that.
She said I'm a
Ain't got
superhero. Shout out to the superheroes.
Listen,
Shots fired to anybody
We
here.
got real up
opposes it.
here. Raw Uncut Jewels.
just to bring it back to the difference of perspectives, this is why I love Lonnie, because we literally grew up a floor apart, right? But worlds apart at the same time. He was overexposed to violence, and I was over sheltered, right? So to the point where like my parents had me at 14, you know, I have beat every statistic, you know, my parents had me at 14. And because of that, my mom was overly protective and over sheltered. I went to private school. I was not allowed to have boyfriends. I don't even know how I got to play at Lonnie's house, to be truth be told. I don't know how that happened.
You're welcome.
Yeah. My mom and his moms were like, you know, really close friends at the time. And so like, you know, I felt like I was underexposed to actual the street life. But what I was overexposed to was poverty. We grew up in a 3-bedroom apartment in the P's with like 10 of us, you know, foot to head, roaches falling out the cereal.
Like Ghost said,
you know, walking up and down the
John
pissy
John
elevators
peeing
in
the bed.
West
Right.
Brighton. You know, literally that was my reality until I moved to Arlington, which was the sophisticated PJs, right?
Mhm.
So then I had a
Right.
reality where I was not in the in crowd. I was always on the outside. So I'm chubby. I got weird hair, right? I speak proper English. So people wanted to fight me all the time, right?
Cause
You're
look
light skinned.
different.
Just being light skinned is a problem.
It was
it
on
is,
site fights.
Don't
for
be
me.
light skinned.
So I grew up in the sense where like I had to walk to school, but I didn't know who was going to fight me when I was walking down to the bus stop, because people would just look at me and try to fight me.
wow.
So that helped fight, you know, that defined my character. Because now, you know, the first
I got
year,
bullied too.
the
I got
first
bullied.
year I was throwing my book bag down and running. By year 2, I'm like, what's up? What's up? You want something? You want something? I got you. So now I'm a fighter, you know? So that kind of shaped my identity. But I did not know that you were living this world. I was at parties and like, you know, girls, they just have a different experience. Like you're overexposed to sex, you're overexposed to that life,
Mhm.
but you're not expected to be like a banger or be in the streets, you know? And it was just like everyone kind of pushed me and sheltered me, like, go home, Jenni, you're not supposed to be out here. So I always felt like a straight outsider, like in every place that I moved for most of my life.
Yeah.
And so I hold on to that feeling, because when you feel like the other, like that's more damaging, because we can talk about the things that happen to us as Black people, right? And
Mhm.
somebody who's not Black may not understand that, but every person in this world understands what it feels like to be excluded,
Right.
to not be at the party.
Right.
And that is how
Or
you,
to be at the party but still not at the party.
yeah,
Invisible at the party, or not
exactly.
wanting
Yeah, just invisible in the room.
Go home, Roger.
But the hustle,
Mhm.
the hustle's in the DNA, you know. And I had a very I'm not the girl that went straight to college and then did everything the right way. I hustled for every single opportunity that I got. Every single opportunity that I got.
You deserve everything you have.
Are they not repeating everything?
Yes.
I had a one-on-one
Yes.
coaching session with my daughter this
And
afternoon.
everything that you guys are saying is coming together.
Everything that you
That's
guys
why
are saying,
I'm in awe and I'm letting it happen.
we spoke about. I told her you got to trust the process. Everything that you're going through
Yeah.
and that you're seeing as an obstacle is
Because
a part of the journey.
for everything that
It's
I
a
gotta
part-
do for myself, and
it's
I'm
a
so
part of
sick
life.
of fighting.
It's
I'm
a part
learning
of
that
the
now,
journey.
but
Part of
I was
life.
so frustrated. with the
38,
fight.
Yeah.
39, 45, Miss 30.
I used to be like you.
Just
So
turned 30.
before-
Miss 30 with no
before-
kids. 30 with no kids.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
you
So could y'all
girl,
please
that's-
let her know
you are
the
living-
struggle?
You were
you
lucky.
could sleep.
Please let her
I'm
know.
like, that's why I'm like, I'm taking
Please,
notes.
Mr.
Lucky.
Coach, Mr. Coach,
Lucky.
Mr. L.
Lucky.
Lucky. Let her know.
So I had
No,
my
I
my
love
first
her. I
Let
daughter.
her.
My daughter, I had that at 26, right?
I was pregnant with her at 14.
Ooh, yeah.
So your
see?
mother had already had
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to all the teenage moms out
Okay.
there making it happen.
I was running reckless at 14 though. I mean, Mom, if you're listening and watching, I'm sorry, but I was
Turning
running
up.
reckless at 14. But I didn't show her that though. I'm always laid back, cool, calm, collected. But when I'm with a certain crowd, when I'm with a certain, I'm just gonna be honest. When I was with that crowd that I was with, I had to put on for them. because I didn't want to be the outsider because I didn't know nothing else. Like I didn't have the father figure like, yo, L, you need Lonnie, don't do that. You hang out with the wrong people. I had to figure it out for my own. But let me ask you a question, right? You're 30, right? Do you still, what middle school did you go to?
I went to a few.
No, that's a middle school. I didn't say junior high.
That's the crazy thing. I went to a few. First, I went to IS 72. Then we moved,
right?
And we were in Brooklyn. I went to IS 381.
Right. So back in those days, you had the crowd, right? You was in a certain group, right? High school, same thing. Out of those two schools, how many of those kids do you still speak to? Think about it.
From middle school
and high school, how many of those kids do you still rock with on a regular?
None.
Right? The same thing in life. Now, I gave you those two examples because it's the same thing in life, right? We do things and we act a certain way to put on, and that's in the lack of a better term, for certain people, but we're not going to be around those people our entire life. We're like, the only person you need to look out for is you, right? They always say when a plane goes down in a crash, who are you putting oxygen on first?
Yourself.
You need to look out for yourself first. That's the only way you're going to make it out. Life is going to constantly punch you in the face. It's going to constantly knock you on your ass. But you got to have the resilience to get up and keep your eye on the prize. I know a guy, and he's from Staten Island. My bro Jermaine Miller. He's a big motivational speaker and wrote several books. He told me Les Brown is his mentor. He said Les Brown told me this exact thing, and I'm gonna tell it to you because I want
shout out to Les Brown.
So I'm gonna tell it to you.
He's gonna be up here August 14th.
He said, real talk?
No, not on Uncut Jewels in New York.
Oh, I'm about to say I'll be back August 14th.
You said real talk? No, he's gonna be in Queens. He's gonna be in Queens at the Rock Church.
Okay.
So the tickets are like $97.
That's pretty cheap for less.
But then there's the VIP is $2,000. So
that's
you get to eat, have dinner, and
so he told me Les said to him, stay in your lane. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Focus solely on what's in front of you. Don't look behind you. If people are trying to merge into your lane, and let's just segue, nobody knows how to merge.
I gotta say, yo, salute to my man Killer Sin once again for the second Friday, because that's exact.
Sin told you that?
Sin told me that.
Because you have to have tunnel vision. You have to have tunnel vision.
Now it's coming back through you.
You have to have tunnel vision. That's the only way you'll become successful and reach your goal. You have to have tunnel vision. Things and people will come into your life to try to distract you. And every time it's not a bad distraction. It may be a good distraction. You may have needed that distraction, but you can't stop reaching your goal. You can't stop on your journey. You have to keep pushing forward. If you slow down, cool. Long as you don't stop. You have to keep going. So right now you're going through some shit. What you going through exactly? You say you keep fighting every day. Don't get too personal. You don't have to. Be mad. But
right now you're going through some shit. What you going through exactly?
I got my foot in my own ass right now.
Right.
Because I realized a lot of things correlate with what you're saying. People, places, and things, distractions, all of everything that you mentioned. And the main person I'm mad at is myself. Now, coming from me, usually I know the people, places, and things, and I knew I was around a lot of older people coming up, and I made a lot of wrong decisions, and a lot of people let me drop the ball. But really, now I just take full accountability for all those things.
That word is crucial.
Yeah, I have to now, because I realized that it's like what I do with my day, what I do with my time, and these decisions can be crucial to me and my being and anybody that's around me that I'm connected to. Because if it's for me, some people will never understand that it's not about you.
Right.
That I have to do this for me. Like I have to do it for me. I'm not happy with where I am. It's like you may be comfortable with it and you may see it as a simple thing, but I know better. I know me better. So now that's the biggest thing, like me disciplining myself and being okay with the process, because like you guys saying, it's going to be hard. Life is going to hit you hard. And I'm used to that, but I'm not used to the fact that I'm still not there yet. And what am I doing wrong? So I figured I just I do some inner searching. Like it's got to be something.
A major part of that process is understanding that everybody can't come with you.
Round of applause to this man, please. Can we give a round of applause to this man?
It's real talk.
Somebody's got to hold the door.
Nobody And not everybody can't come with you. And it doesn't matter who it is. Everybody's not on that same journey. So I my first time meeting you, but I learned to go off energy, and I feel your energy. You got a positive energy, right? And there's a difference between, you know, a boss and a leader. I'm meeting you. I think you're a leader. I know you're a leader, right? But when you're a leader, you have to make sure these people are walking beside you. No one needs to follow you, because if they're following you, if it's your time to turn left and need to turn right, they're not going to have a clear path for where they need to go. So they need to walk beside you. So when it's their time to go, they can see clearly where they have to go. Everybody's not meant to go with you. If they're not trying to reach your level, want the same thing as you, if you don't want the same, if you don't want what they got, and you can't pick everybody up. You only but so strong. You got to let some people go. You can circle back around.
Nah, this is what I said to myself last night and this morning. This is the mind frame that I had. I realized that I can't do all of this if I can't even finish what I wanted to set out for myself to complete.
That's true.
That I haven't. I would love to, and I've dedicated many years to helping others, and I'm no longer mad about being mad about the fact that I didn't get that same in return. Now, that's the type of time that I'm on. But they don't know that.
They don't need to.
So Jada,
this just happened.
I'm also hearing something else though when you talk, right? I'm hearing a little bit of frustration, feeling like you're not where you want to be, right? And you're also really hard on yourself, you know? Yeah. And listen, I'm speaking from experience here. You cannot, I heard you say, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. But if you don't appreciate where you are right now, you will never understand how to appreciate where you are when you are where you want to be. And that is how you can use gratitude as a tool, because it's supposed to teach you to love the journey. And the journey's ugly.
Oh boy.
Even those little brief moments where you feel like you made it, it's right back to ugly right after that. It's ugly. Right. Transformation's ugly. Losing weight, ugly, hard, sweaty. You don't wake up 2 days from now with 50 pounds lost. Anytime you're going through a transformation for good, it's painful and it's hard. But that doesn't mean that we can't find the joy in it or the gratitude in it.
Thank you for that.
We have to lean into those moments.
You do.
You do, absolutely.
I'm learning this, like literally as of this week.
So I'm gonna take a parallel from Lonnie and I's growing up, right? Mm-hmm. Like we grew up one floor apart, different experiences, but it was still tough. The streets are tough. The streets are hot, right? Yes. And the streets can beat you or teach you.
Facts.
And I learned how to fight for myself. I learned how to protect myself. I learned how to speak up for myself growing up where I did. Lonnie learned how to keep his head cool in tough situations. You don't learn things when things are peaceful and calm. Nope. These are moments where you're supposed to be receiving and learning, but you're beating yourself up. So if you open yourself to the experience and understand it's going to be tough, there's going to be days where you feel like you fall short. But what did you learn today? Because these are the teachable moments. They don't happen in happy times. Happy times are for when you're celebrating and you're being happy. But these times is for when you're supposed to learn and grow and get the skills that you need to get to where you're going.
Wow. Amen to that.
That's
amen to that. If anybody is just now tuning in,
that's a fact, man.
This is real uncut talk. And right now, I needed that. You know, we get on our platform and we give people their roses and we give them a chance to get the same energy I just got. But I really, really in my core self needed that from you. I've been talking to my mom. She's been telling me things these last couple of weeks, but only we really know. I'm so serious about this shit. And this is just like positive affirmations coming back through you guys. Because the universe knows that I'm serious. If nobody knows, the universe knows. And this just shows me, okay, I know now I'm on the right path. Me being on myself, the reason I'm so hard on myself right now is because I feel like I dropped the ball on myself, like with me. That's why now I'm like, nah, I let up a little bit too much. So now I'm tightening the reins because I have to discipline myself. I just let me just go. You know what I'm saying?
Failing is you need to fail though. You have to fail.
I hate failing.
That is why one of my quotes is nothing is easy. Nothing is easy till you master failing at it.
I'm a perfectionist.
Do you hear me? You should know my quote by heart. Nothing is easy till you master failing at it.
You're a perfectionist, right? I've never met a perfectionist who hasn't failed. Never.
That helps.
I failed today. I literally failed today on the way
I
here.
failed today too, Jenny.
I fail forward. That's the problem. You gotta fail forward.
Fail
Yes.
forward.
That's
Yes.
dope.
Yes,
Fail
and you
forward.
know what? I
Jules. I'm
love
loving
the
the Jules.
journey. Peace and blessings.
Yes.
Roy McLean's in the building. Christian Ford's in the building. Y'all tuning in. We talking about
My
gratitude
cousin's in there.
with
Hey,
Mr.
Kristen.
L. George. L. Gregory?
George, I'll take it.
I can't
It was
just
close.
let me,
You got the G
Who's
right.
L.
can I just
George?
call you L?
Yeah, you call me
Because
L.
I can't get his
That's
last
what people call
name.
me. My people call me L.
They call you L.
And
They don't call you
we
Rob
have
anymore.
author Jenny Lewis Ford that's in the building. And y'all
Yeah.
know Jiggy J that we're here.
They
But
are
we
dropping some awesome
we are
jewels.
dropping some awesome juice
Awesome
today, guys.
jewels.
So
Yeah.
call up if you have a question. 718-477-0139.
Good to be back home, man.
If you're a hustler or a
Say it
motivator,
again
we
for
want to
the
know.
people in the back.
Yeah, 718-477-0139. If you're a hustler or a motivator, we want to know
Talk
what
to
you
me.
do.
No question's a
we
dumb
want to
question.
know.
No-
Yeah.
No one is
no.
above the help that's here.
Yes, even if, like Jenny said, if you work at
This was
McDonald's, you
real.
work at Dollar Tree, your job does not define you.
It
It's
does
what's
not.
in between your ears.
You get paid for the value.
Yes. Please understand that.
You get paid for
To the
your
people
value.
who will see this later, to the people who hear this on Apple and Spotify and Amazon and all those other places next week, understand that your character defines who you are.
You are where you are because of who
Yo,
you
when I
are.
was on food stamps, I was like, this
Oh,
ain't nothing to me because I already know
We
what it's
love
gonna
food
be.
stamps over here.
When I was on Section 8, I was like, yo, this ain't nothing to me because I already know this is not my ending. When I was
Let me-
driving the bus for the city, people like, you gonna leave MTA? You're fucking right.
Can I be honest with you?
They don't pay me enough to stay here.
Can I be honest? When the pandemic happened, do you know I was cool?
I was cool too till I almost died.
You all right,
And
well,
then
I'm
I went
glad- I'm
harder
glad
after
you're
I
okay.
had COVID.
I'm glad you're good. But when the world shut down, I was fine because growing up, I didn't have shit.
Right. So it was a no-brainer for us.
I was like, oh, I'm used to this shit. I didn't have shit growing up. So for those who were privileged and don't know what we went through, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Oh my God. And here I am like, okay, now's my time to come up. Because they're not used to this. This is the world I'm used to. This is the world that I grew up in. This is the world. So I started traveling. Tickets were dirt cheap. Everybody's scared to fly. I'm on the plane. I'll put a mask on. That's cool. But I'm getting business meetings in different states. I'm traveling everywhere, taking advantage of the world shutting down because it literally reset itself. It literally started over. And if you didn't capitalize and the world starting over.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that capitalized when the world shut down.
Yeah, we
I'm
spoke
one
about
of them.
this before too on another episode.
Yeah.
Like
So
legit.
y'all on the money.
Yeah, sometimes I feel bad about that. Then I'm like, I kind of did. I kind of did.
Legit.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's kind of effed up that we are so desensitized to violence. We're desensitized to poverty.
We are.
We're desensitized to pain. We're desensitized to we're not even talking about the levels of alcohol and drugs and rape and violence and domestic violence and abuse and all these different things that we've all either went through, know somebody that went through it, or it really hit me the other day to see a few of our cousins just in the hood, like strung out.
Yeah, that's tough.
And we're not talking about like crack did what crack did in the 80s and there's still people who still smoking crack. We're talking about dust. It just really, really bothered me.
They're trapped in the matrix.
Yeah.
And so
extremely.
I actually don't think that I'm desensitized to this stuff, right? What I use it for is fuel, and it fills me up with a rage that's so cleverly covered by this awesome dress. But I feel a rage. I feel a rage to change the way that we operate in this world and the way that our stories have to play out. So during COVID and everything that happened with George Floyd, I switched my entire career dedicated to making sure that I can create spaces for Black people to gain wealth, because it's time for this. It's time for that to end. You know, it's time for, you know, it's time's up for it. I'm over it, and I won't be desensitized because I needed to fuel me and fuel the change that I need to happen in this world for my 2 brown sons. Right. So that kind of reignited my passion and redirected my focus a bit. But it is the unfortunate reality. We have cousins right now strung out somewhere in the projects.
Yeah, and we talking like in their 30s, like 40s, like early 40s, like we was just talking about Keisha Cole's mom who died on her birthday.
50.
Man.
What was she? 51.
I think 61.
She was so like that's
Yeah.
half
I think
life for us. We're in midlife. Like that's crazy.
My condolences to Keisha and the
I mean,
family.
I grew up when crack was just, you know, introduced to the ghetto and the hoods in the early 80s, and my mother being addicted and my father being addicted to dope. My mother crack, my father dope, my grandmother crack, my aunts crack. Everybody who wasn't on crack was on dope, or they just didn't do drugs, period.
It's facts.
They just didn't do drugs. So I woke up a lot of mornings to growing up in East New York. When we moved to Brooklyn, I woke up a lot of mornings to bodies in the
Been in
grass,
East New York.
people who got killed, who got shot, sheets over people, seeing people online. Like, remember how people was online in the pandemic to get water?
Yeah,
I see people on lines to get crack. So
I believe that.
Going to school and passing those things every single day, or coming out of school and it's a shootout. People are running, grabbing kids, or you know, sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. It's a fucking shootout. And you live in the middle of two different buildings that are at war. So these guys live in the same projects, the same hood. They're at war.
And people don't
over drugs.
And people don't understand that.
No.
And then,
but that's how the narrative gets built. People see that on the news or the TVs, and that's all we are.
Yeah. And then you have the setup girls who are setting up dudes, planning dates, having dudes come to the project. So dudes they know could set these dudes up. Some of them don't even make it home. They get killed.
Still happens.
Yeah. You have the setup girls.
Still happens.
Then you got the gangbangers. I mean, so much. I mean, those projects were like bitter sweet for me. I don't even go there. Like
I always stop.
I just drive by.
Always stop home.
I drive by.
Do you feel like your daughter's too sheltered? Like, I'm listening to her story and I'm like, am I doing my kids a disservice?
No, she is
so sheltered. What if they come across this at 14 and their minds are blown or something?
So
I think you should educate them on the reality of what's real outside.
Yes.
So they won't be like, well, mom never told us that, you know.
How do you do it, Lonnie?
So her mother frequents, like, I met her mother in Harlem. Her mother grew up in Harlem, between 155th, 7th, and 8th. So she's out there a lot. So half the summer, I'm gonna start having her stay with my sister who lives in the New, just to let her get that New York reality, because the South is slow, right? My daughter's A+ in school, but she's like a C student in life. like
no street skills.
Like no street skills at all. Like if she sees a car that looks like your car, she's like, hey, like, no, hey, no, you don't do that. Don't do that. And I have to teach her different stuff because she's a girl. Like, and
I love the fact that you're her dad, though.
I do.
Because then ain't a mother effer dude that's gonna pull up with her on his arm,
she gonna hate me
and get away with shit because you're her dad and you're so dope.
Hey, she gonna hate me for telling you,
I
but
love that.
she just got caught on some secret social media platform called Discord. So you parents listening right now, there's a secret social media platform.
That's the gaming platform. It's not a secret.
Well, they chat on it. If they don't have a game, they don't chat. My daughter was on it talking to random people, and I know everybody in her school. First of all, I'm always in that school, and I'm one of those people because of where I'm from. I want to know everything. I want to know who's around me, who's around my daughter, so I know everybody, every child in that school. Her mother texts me like, "Hey, you know, Lee's been on this app." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, "Yo, wait, what? Let me see." And it's pictures. I don't want to see no pics because I know me. I'll be there in like an hour. Send me what she's been saying. So I see this boy that she's been talking to, reckless. At 12, talking about putting things inside of things.
What?
Like that's exactly
your children.
Legit. So I can show you the text message right now. I said, give me her username and password to Discord. Right?
What did you do?
I went straight to that dude. Hey, Camden, this is Leanna's dad. I know who you are. Don't make me verbatim. Don't make me tell your parents, right? I just need you to stay with my daughter. I don't need any long term. I just need a short yes. That's all I need. He wrote back, yes, sir. Thank you. I know who these kids are. I treat these kids how we were treated growing up. My neighbor would beat me, and then my mother would beat me.
This is
That's
why
the damn truth.
dads, to all the dads out there, to the fathers out there, even the great dads, the imperfect dads, the afraid dads, the ones who are afraid because you haven't been there, you're suffering embarrassment. This is why we need you in the house.
Legit. No, don't get me wrong. I do
We
dress up.
need you.
I do mani pedis with her. I do dress up. We went viral because we did that flip the switch challenge. We went viral because of that.
That was the cutest thing
On
I've ever
Instagram,
seen.
I gotta see it.
It was
We went
adorable.
viral because of that. But I'm the cool dad. That's what they call me. But I don't play any games because it's black and white with me.
And you know why? You know what makes it so dope? The reason why you are the way you are, like you said, you were able to take the knowledge that you had from growing up the way you came up.
Right.
And you don't have to sell crack to be a hustler.
You don't.
No.
That's what people don't understand.
Shout out to my cousin EG3.
Right. So you have shout out to EG. How we grew up with them too.
That's my cousin.
They Todd and them was at our neighbor.
Oh what? Yeah. Oh,
My grandmother, the Wilsons, right
Yeah.
there. So
Yep.
Todd and them was the neighbor, and we were right there. So we know their whole families from the harbor. But the fact that you have that knowledge,
Yeah.
she can't come home with no dude that's gonna ever play her.
But not.
And this is why it's important, guys, make it right. If you're not in your children's lives, please, and you hear this podcast, make it right. Call me. I'll help you make it right. I'll be the mediator for free. I won't even charge you. Call me. I'll make it
Oh,
right.
she's
I'll
beautiful.
speak to the
Thank you.
mom. I'll speak to the kid. I'll help you
She's like
ease
the
your
version of you.
anxiety.
That's what everybody says.
She was
We
just like
we
him.
need our dads in the household, please.
Listen, I grew up in a
Oh my
single.
God.
Yeah, they're so adorable.
How'd you do
With
that?
his little thing
I
on
don't
his
know how I
head.
fit in her clothes at all. I don't know.
The
I
scrunchie took
I
me out.
squeezed in them things.
Oh, so when you do this switch thing, you got to put the outfit on?
I put
Yeah.
her
Flip the
clothes up.
switch.
She put my clothes on. I put her clothes on.
The
Oh my
little scrunchie on his head is
God.
that had me weak.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
This
listen.
is so cool.
It's so great to
So
see
I'm
black
a straight up girls
fatherhood.
dad.
Tag me in that.
I got you.
Nature, tag me.
I'm
You
a
gonna
straight
have
up-
any more kids, Lonnie?
Yeah, you can tell. Huh?
You gonna have any more kids?
I mean, I need a boy. I'm the last one. I'm the last boy.
So you just have one kid, just
One
your
daughter, and my company's named after her, so I could handle.
Are you dating? Are you gonna remarry?
I mean, I'm engaged.
He's
I'm
engaged.
engaged.
Oh, you engaged?
Yeah, because I finally reached that point where that's another thing. Like I've done it all. I've played games. I've had fun. I'm not perfect. Did I cheat? I've cheated before, been cheated on, but I'm at that point where I know what I want in life and I know what I can give, and I'm only going to put it out there to a woman who's deserving of it. And
How long you been single?
Oof, 2-3 years maybe.
Oh boy, bye.
I know,
You
he really
single-
said oof.
You early
beforehand.
single. I thought he was gonna
Nah.
say 12 years.
Oof,
He's
before
like
2,
2,
3.
3.
That's an average stint right there.
Nah, but
But were you
That's
dating
an average
in that
bid.
2-3
I
years?
was, but I'm everything out here is like this. So I'm a fast learner. I absorb information in so fast. So in relationships, when I date somebody, I could tell right away. Same way a woman could tell within the first 5 seconds what she wants to do or to do. In the first couple of days, communication has to be on point. That's like one of the sexiest things to me. If we could hold the conversation, you're good. You could be pretty as shit, but if you don't have a personality behind that, you ugly to me. You somebody's cute. You're just not my cute.
You somebody's cute.
So my fiance now, and shout out to Stay. I met her through the pandemic, and it was
Oh shoot! Sorry, guys.
you good. I met her through the pandemic, and it was what was
Okay,
different.
Jules.
You good? What was different about it was I had to get to know her personality first because everything was shut down. So I was talking through her through video.
How'd you meet her?
My boy who's partnered with this health and wellness company that I'm with, she's his friend, but on my feed I'm constantly posting positive affirmations, videos.
Okay, like I'm.
Yeah. So she seen the video and wanted to
Okay.
follow me.
Okay.
So she requested to follow me.
Hold on. You slid into those DMs.
Watch. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna tell you the
I
actual
love
story
that she said you slid
because it's 3 sides of the story, but I'm gonna tell you all 3. She gonna say it's cap. I'm gonna tell you all 3, right?
Okay.
So
you said in the beginning of the pandemic. So we talking about January.
March, April, around there.
around
right?
March.
Yeah.
Around March.
So it's been a hard
Year and some
14
change.
months.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But
Okay.
it went fast. in reality went faster than that, because once we started traveling, it was so I already knew who she was as a person, because within those months where everything was shut down, I had to get to know her inside and out. So, but anyway, so she friend requested me. I didn't know who she was. Just like, I don't know you. So I screenshotted her info. I sent it to my boy because it said we're mutual friends. I sent it to him. He was like, "Oh, it's my homegirl. She cool. All right, cool." Accepted. Kept it pushing. Didn't look at nothing. Just kept it pushing. One day, a picture popped up. I was like, "Oh shit, who's that? Who's she friends with? Hold on, who is this?" Antonio. Screenshot of her face. I was like, "Yo, bro, who is this?" He's like,
I'm glad you're giving out the guy secrets.
Right.
Let us know what these dudes
like,
be doing.
he was like, "Nigga, you just text me this like a couple of days ago. That's my homegirl. She cool. She just got divorced. She's real down to earth, very friendly, bro. Like you will love her." All right, cool, thanks. So now I don't do nothing. She posted a video like a couple of days later. She forgot to put her coffee cup under her Keurig machine, and the coffee spilled everywhere. So I laughed at her. Ha 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 ha. She laughed back. "Oh, one of those mornings, right?" So I'm like, all right, so she's friendly, cool. She posts another pic. I'm like, yo, I gotta say something. I'm talking myself up. I gotta say something.
I love it. I love
gotta
it.
say something.
my
So I was with my boy. I say, yo, if she posts one more fucking pic, I'ma slide her DMs.
Mm-hmm.
And God must have been listening, because I swear within those minutes she posted another pic, and I looked at him. I said, "Yo, I'm going in." I posted verbatim. And this is the type of guy that I am. I said, "I can't let you post another pic without telling you how beautiful you are."
Gotta.
There's a game right
Say it again, Jada. Say it again, Jada. Say it
Those
again.
beautiful messages.
Her.
As a woman, you just
Look,
don't
she
know
just melted.
who's fronting.
Wait,
Like,
can we-
because I got like
Hey.
8 of those this week.
there.
Like,
Wait, can we just pause there for a
who's
second?
lying?
Can
Down
we-
with the dating.
can
we
we-
ready for that.
Yeah, listen, can we pause there? Because for every man listening to this show, right, that thinks it's so easy.
Go there.
All you do is say something clever. Like, most men are like, hey, good
Right.
morning.
Goodbye,
Good morning.
motherfucker.
Hi, beautiful. Hey,
Hey.
hi.
Hi.
Like a robot.
What's up? What were you? What?
How are
None
you?
of
She
this.
got it down to a
I'm fine,
science.
motherfucker. I'm fine. I
You-
said that 18 days ago.
Just because it's online doesn't mean you can't have game. All right, like
Right.
you
Yeah.
gotta
How
still
do we
bring the
decide-
smooth with it.
I'm old school.
Look
I
at
gotta
Lonnie,
feel the
he's
vibe,
engaged
or
now.
energy. I
Ain't
can't do
nobody-
that internet shit. I can't.
I mean, unfortunately, that's the way the world's going.
Right.
I'm anti-app too, and you know that, Lonnie. But whatever.
Yeah.
But
So what happened?
worked.
You slid in her DM. You
And-
saw the picture.
gotta.
And
you
she
rolled the dice.
verbatim, she
You're
said,
beautiful.
she
and what
wrote back,
happened?
she said, "Man, you got me blushing." And
Mm.
then I forgot what I said after that, but I can show you. I made a video for her birthday and put that text message, that DM message.
Oh, you're such an Aries.
Aw.
Aries, Aries are the the greatest guys.
I love like I paid, fellas, you have to pay attention. I pay attention to her love language.
Choose.
I
Ooh,
pay- I
did
paid-
you master the 5 love languages, or
I read the
as a
book.
coach you did your own? 'Cause I
No,
do
you
my
read
own
the
language
book.
shit.
I do I know the book. I read the book. The book.
Have you read it?
Yeah, it's all.
I live it.
You took the quiz.
She's like, I'm all
Did
five.
you do the love
Listen,
language quiz?
we ain't talking about me.
I just want to know really quickly. Did
Like-
you do it? Because I want you to
Nah.
know. I want
No,
you. To,
no,
I
no.
want my daughter to be so sharp.
You
Because
don't-
listen, I
have
really
to.
want
Look, I
my
didn't do
daughter.
it.
Shut up right now.
I didn't do
I really want her to experience the best of every fucking thing.
The only way you
And
live
that
life.
and that is what I try to get her to understand.
I'm so hard.
That you don't have to settle. You have no kids. Like, she always wanted to be an archaeologist, always wanted to fucking live in Australia and Canada.
Yo, I always want to
Like,
go to Australia.
she doesn't have anything
I wanna go to
holding her
Australia.
here. Stop
They don't know
allowing
about Australia.
I wanna
stop
go to Australia so
allowing
bad.
relationships that are beneath you
Yeah.
to hold you back. And that's no disrespect to anybody
Hey,
that's out there.
That's kind of crazy.
Now listen
That's
to your
what
No,
mom.
no,
Lonnie
no,
just
no.
said that, Lonnie just said that.
Just
Yeah,
as
deal
a
with that
mother,
shit later.
like
I mean-
even in music, you got people who Jada's the hardest female standing. Everybody wants you on a mixtape. Everybody wants you to write. Everybody wants you in the studio. Relationships that are beneath you.
Sometimes you
Stop
think.
investing your time in them.
Sometimes you
right.
think that.
No, why we got the coaches and the authors up here?
We could book
Your
them
mom
for a
is right.
session. I
She's
didn't
a
know it was gonna be about
wordsmith
me.
and a wordologist. So
Look,
Sometimes you think.
I wouldn't have
holding
showed
on-
up today if I'd have known it was gonna be about me.
It's not.
no, it's not about you. It's not about Jiggy
but,
Jada.
but sometimes you think holding on makes you strong, but it's actually letting go that makes you strong. Because if you could let go of things that are holding you down, watch how fast it'll propel you to where you're supposed to be. If you're holding on to something that is dragging you down, it's going to continue to drag you down. So you're thinking, I'm going to stay here because, I'm loyal. That's my people.
That's my problem, my loyalty.
Your loyalty will also get you killed.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm still breathing. I ain't stupid now.
Nah,
I was loyal to a fault.
It could.
But when I pick me,
death.
it'd be the timing.
You heard her?
Spiritual
It
death.
could give you spiritual death. It's not always about
nah,
physical.
I wasn't talking physical.
What's spiritual death? I've never heard that
You
term.
could kill your dreams. You could kill your.
Boom.
You could derail your potential, your future, your
Ooh, that
God
was
given.
good.
I've never heard that before.
That
That's
was
what I
the
was
mother
talking about.
effing
That's what I
Joe.
was talking
Jenny.
about.
Everybody's put on. Like I believe that everybody in this world is put on this planet for a reason. But just because you have a purpose doesn't mean you're going to achieve it. It's up to us to achieve our purpose. You have a gift, a divine gift, and it's up to you to achieve your purpose. And the loyalty, it could derail you. Your loyalty should be to honor the gift that you got from the Lord, honor yourself and honor your family. And that's where the loyalty should lie. Doesn't mean to be disloyal or shady, to understand that things don't always work for you. People are cyclical. Things change. Everybody that you met before is not always going to be somebody that you need to know. Situations that you've gotten in when you were 20 are not going to be a fit for you when you're 21. Change is a constant. And we have, as creatures of habit, we have to get used to that. We struggle against the change. But the world don't stop spinning. Time don't stop moving.
Right.
The sky's going to keep on changing. So we are built to live in an environment of change, but we are so unmovable at times. And that is human nature. That's what we have to fight against.
And that goes to the fear, because we're so fearful of the unknown, and when you're afraid of not knowing what's next, it will leave you stagnant, stuck, and on a plateau. But if you take a step forward towards your fear, I guarantee you'll see clearly what you're supposed to do. Like, I'm guessing your passion, right, Jada, is music. That's your gift.
Yeah.
Anybody you hang with that doesn't, that is not in that music business, that has nothing to give you music wise, that doesn't give you any input towards music, that doesn't give you any resource towards your goal, doesn't need to be in your life. Right? Listen to me. Eric Thomas.
I just said that to you earlier in the call.
E.T.
You did. That's what I'm saying. Come through, God.
Eric Thomas has a thing out, and it's called Energy, right?
Yes, Eric Thomas is the truth.
E.T.'s my dude. Energy. We constantly give off energy. Like I said, I read energy, right? Stop letting these people take energy away from you. Every time you turn these lights on, I guarantee your mom gets a bill. You need to start charging these people for the energy that you're giving away.
Ron C.
They're draining you of your energy. They're draining you of your energy, and they're refueling themselves with stuff that you should be refueling yourself with. Stop letting people take your energy away. You need your energy for your music, your passion, your love. Whatever you think about when you get up, devote your energy towards that. Fuck whoever else. That's how I live life, bro. Fuck whoever else. Like, I don't care about nobody who's not in my dreams, in my path of my dreams. Like Jenni, me and Jenni rock. Like I love Jenni to death. So when she reached out, like, yo, Lonnie, oh my God, let's do this, do that. Is no hesitation. There's no hesitation. Like,
wait, can we put in there? I'm going to talk about that thing that we almost got bamboozled into. So, we have this passion. We're here with you right now. We love to talk. We love to help people understand how to navigate things, right? That's the spirit that we share. We were approached with an opportunity to do a podcast for a UK podcast show. So we were like, yes, let's do it. We put in this time, effort, coming up with concepts,
putting out promos,
framework. But the person, she just kept stalling. And like, there was always something. And like, if we could have kept chasing it, we could have kept going. Yeah. But we were like, nah. Like,
Jenni sent me a text like, you still want to? I was like, nope.
No, we have to.
I don't chase money.
Yeah, we invest. You have to invest your time wisely. There's no beef. Maybe that opportunity may circle back, but our period of investing time and energy into it is over.
We can't get that back.
No.
Nope.
That's what
and look at us. We're still right here.
There's a lot of things you can get back, right? If you scuff your kicks, you could buy a new pair. If you dingy your shirt, you could buy a new pair. If you miss the bus, catch the next one. You can't get time back. You don't know what's going to happen when we leave this building. You don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. So why not live each and every day like it's going to be your last day? You should spend each and every day doing something towards your dream, towards becoming the best fucking artist ever. You should do it like I do something every day to be the best speaker ever. I know who number one is, but every dog has his day.
Right.
Every dog has his day. Every day you open your eyes, thank you. Like I don't go to church, but I say thank you to God every single day, multiple times a day. I have post-it notes around my house, words of affirmations, and on my door before you leave my front door it says, "Don't forget to thank God." When I open my eyes, thank you. When I put my feet on the ground, thank you.
I'm gonna put that on my door when I leave.
You have
Don't forget to thank God.
Don't forget, because you don't know what's gonna happen when you walk out those doors. I woke up, I put my feet on the ground, I was able to wash my body, eat some food, walk out my door. Thank you. I get in my car, press start, it starts. Thank you. I get to where I'm going. I said thank you when I parked down in the parking lot. It's just gratitude.
Yeah.
You have
as soon as I wake up, I say thank you.
You have to be grateful.
I look up, I say thank you.
You have to be grateful.
Thank you for this roof over my head.
And once you figure out life, it's a cakewalk. It's a cakewalk. How do you travel so much, hell? How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this?
Attraction.
I figured it out. How do you get paid for speaking? I figured it out. Everybody needs to hear your stories. This guy who I asked to be my mentor. Yeah, it's hard for a dude to ask another guy to be a mentor, and that was a fail. But he helped me out because I figured that he wasn't for me. But he told me something that stuck with me. Everybody needs to hear your story. There's somebody out there, it doesn't matter what it is, somebody out there needs to hear what you're going through because they can relate and you may motivate them and you may change their life
forever.
I have my nephew, if he's watching, I have my nephew 29, ironically, 29, about to be 30, just got kicked out of his BM's house. I'm gonna put your business out there, you know I don't care. Just got kicked out of his BM's house, right? He moved in with me. I'm not charging him no rent because I want him to grow. Just got a job. Save your money up. Save your money up. I'm giving him game every day. He's probably tired of me talking to him about life every day, but that's what I'm doing because it wasn't done for him. So I'm doing what needs to be done. Mm-hmm. Now he got a job. He's making good money, and he's about to get his first apartment. So I'm so super proud. But people need people like me, your mom, Jenny, in their lives to be like, hey, we could give you the tools, but you got to tune that shit up yourself. When I used to fix cars when I was younger, my best friend's uncle was, I'm gonna show you this shit one time. Pay attention. Show me how to fix brakes. I'm gonna show you this shit one time. Fix a rotor. I need to learn how to tie a tie. All right, little nigga. Verbatim. I'm gonna show you this shit one time. Pay attention. Because after this, you on your own. I'm gonna show you it though. One time.
One time.
That's it. So pay attention. If you have any questions, you better ask while I'm doing it. Because if I get through what I'm doing, and you don't got it, you ass out. That's life, man. You got it. We could go on forever about this topic, bro.
Yeah. That's a cool approach. You don't always get a second chance in life.
You don't always. You don't. And that's that's all I wanted you to understand earlier today when we were talking. And you was feeling like, kind of defeated because you're trying to do what you got to do and things just keep getting in the way. I just needed you to know that. That's
Can we stop using that word, please?
What?
Trying.
Oh,
when you try, you leave room for failure. Just do.
So when you were aiming to get things done and obstacles, and you were like, why is this happening? Why is that happening? I was explaining to you that it's a part of the journey and to trust the process. Right. And if I had to go through hell for 2 weeks to be happy for 20 years, give me the 2 weeks. That's basically what I was trying. I said trying again. That's basically what I was trying to say.
It's in us.
Right. That's what I was saying. But I know try is to fail. So it's basically what I was saying. And yeah.
So Jada, don't feel so bad. Because like Lonnie said, someone.
Yeah. You're going to be so dope, yo. You're going to be mad happy in like a year.
Listen, though, someone needed to hear.
Everything's going to change.
Someone needed to hear what you were going through because they're going through it right now.
Yes.
So everything that we said is helping them. But also, don't feel so bad because I'm about to roast your mama.
They're gonna love this.
Give me the dirt, please.
All right, so
there's no dirt.
Yeah, there's
Let
dirt.
her talk.
There's dirt. Okay,
it's your turn to listen.
All right. So
first of all, can you give me a list of the stuff you're going to say?
No disclaimers.
Up, sweetie.
No disclaimers.
Just buckle up. All right. So my cousin's a beautiful woman, right? She's commanding. She gets attention. I'm like, let's go out in these streets. Let's go to Brooklyn. Let's have a good time. And then we get out and we're in a social setting and she's just not used to like being single, you know, at all. You can see it's like uncomfortable for her. So I see this guy, he's behind us. He's just staring in our way. And I'm like, he either wants me or he wants her. So I do the look to see if he was looking at me or her. And he just was not looking at all.
Can you show me the look? What's the look?
Okay, so the look, ladies.
She taught me the look.
I want to see the look.
The look is an invitation. It's an invitation. It's how you can get a man or woman to approach you without getting up, without having to say anything. It's just a friendly look, a smile. I'm open to communication. I'm receptive to meeting new people.
Do the look again.
You see the slow back?
Did y'all see the
slow back? The slow back of the eyes?
Look,
I know that look.
That's the look. It's intense.
She didn't know the look?
No.
I didn't know the look.
But this is
Oh,
what happened when
man.
the guy comes up to her, right? So
This is what happened when a guy comes up.
I go in the
Damn,
back.
street doctors being aired out, guys.
Mhm. The street doctor needs some doctoring right now. So I go in the back to check out the dance floor. I come back. The dude made his move. He swooped in on her. Like, I'm like, okay, that's what was going to happen. He's buying her drinks. The whole time, she's sitting there like this on her phone. She's not even looking at him. He looked like he's talking to himself. So I'm like, oh snap, my cousin don't even like him. Let me go save him. Let me go save her. So I'm at the bar because I'm trying not to, you know, I'm a professional wing woman. If you need to hire my services, please reach out on my Instagram, Jenni.LewisFord. So so the guy's talking to her. So I stop at the bar and I just start talking to whoever's at the bar. And I'm like, yeah, my cousin's getting macked on. I don't want to interrupt the flow, you know? But then at some point she's just staring at her phone. So he walked away and I run up like, cuz, you need me to rescue you from this or something? It's like, you don't like this guy. She's like, no, I love him. Like, he knows me from like some event I did. And he's so nice.
Right.
He's so kind. Her whole body language was like this the whole time dude was trying to talk to her.
In the phone.
Did I know immediately that's a problem. So I'm like, all right, you gotta stop looking at
I
your
was
phone.
working. First of all, he wasn't with us. One.
He was
Two,
trying to talk to you.
Okay, I said, what's up, dude? Like, you ain't gonna get the rest of my night because I bumped into you. Keep it moving.
He was sitting there buying her drinks, having conversation. And then she's like, he's a cool dude, you know? So I'm like, all right, well, you gotta stop. You gotta put the phone away. Right. So I already knew I could see a mile away that's going to be a problem because you have to be physically available, you know, and approachable. And you were just like,
not for him.
And you look like, you know, I'm from Brooklyn, you know, like when you were looking down at the phone, it's like,
I was not available for him. Sorry.
You. So then he's like, you know, he's trying to follow us and stuff. And I'm like, hey, you know, you're going to get my cousin's number. So he's like, I can't do that on the phone shit. Like, she just on the phone the whole time. Like, she wouldn't even look at me. And I'm like, what the hell? You can't do that anymore. Phone
Jenni,
away.
I want to
away.
say for those who I may have interest in, I wouldn't even pick up my phone.
Why?
Because I'm interested.
Why?
Like you said, you like good conversation.
I do.
It has to be conversation. My mind has to be stimulated. I have to have a reason to not check my emails and other shit while you're talking to me. I just
But
do.
how would you know if you don't look?
And I didn't. And listen, he was someone that I met through someone else. He got a woman. He got a girl. It was just a friendly. Oh, hey, how you doing? I remember you from 2 years ago. Da, da, da. Don't you have an organization? Yeah, I'm her. Oh, what you drinking?
What this girl got to do
margarita?
with you? With his wife?
Facts.
She basically said that he said that
That
he
ain't
was
his wife.
interested.
So I'm supposed to date guys who got girlfriends.
You don't know the ins and outs of it.
Very true.
All right,
But you weren't receptive.
He was
of
about to
his
ride her
game.
off onto his motorcycle into the night.
She wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Into the sunset on his bike, like
He
dude.
was bought in deep hard.
Yeah.
I feel
You
for
weren't
my
interested.
I feel
Just
for the
say
man.
it, Mom. Say I was not interested. If he's watching, we
Then I was
sorry.
like,
The
girl,
doc wasn't
I'll
interested.
save you. I will get us out of
You
this.
don't
I
know
will
how to talk
distract
to
us.
her.
Yeah.
I was so not interested.
There you go.
and I just wasn't interested, and I wasn't trying to be rude,
See,
but
doesn't that feel good?
But it was rude.
yeah, no, but I wasn't trying to be rude,
I
but
think I
like
took a
if you
picture
want,
of
like
it.
you said earlier, like with the hey, hi, like, dude, how many highs? Like after the third, that's crazy. From New York, we done after the third, that's crazy,
Oh, that's what he said. Wow, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We business enough to make our money, but we street enough to know after the third, that's crazy. The conversation it's a wrap.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow. No, it's a wow for me. Wow.
It's the wow.
Yeah.
The W's go wow. Yeah.
That's wow. That's wow.
But you're right. I don't want to say that you're wrong. You are right. I'm here. What's up? Waiting to get where he at? Wait, bring him up because we got like 6 minutes. Bring him up, Jiggy Jada. That's your specialty. I don't know.
He's not even.
I don't see you.
Where you at?
Oh, he right there. Hustle TV.
Yeah, but I don't see him. There you go. Yo, there we go. We
You
got
wait
Hustle
till
in the
now to
building.
text to say that you're here.
I was sitting here waiting for y'all. I was listening to everything. Y'all said a lot of jewels, man. Oh, everybody.
Hard minutes.
Eh.
Why does it sound like a train?
Huh?
Is it raining?
Is that
Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Is it supposed to rain?
It's pouring. It's pouring.
Every time I do my show, it's
Yo,
raining.
it's been
That's
raining
whack.
all summer with the craziest thunder. I thought I heard a horn the other day.
Was that rain when you guys got here?
No, it's
It was
sunny.
sunny.
No way.
No clouds.
Ain't this about it?
Jay Hustle.
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Why
got
you
Jay
why you
Hustle
didn't text
in
us
the name.
earlier and say that you were here?
I was here the whole damn time. I was just watching the show.
Oh my, that's the Duce, bro. Lay off the Duce. Lay off the Duce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up here with the life coach L. Gregory and author. Hi guys.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? How y'all
Jenni
doing?
Moore. We got the entrepreneur, business owner. My other cousin on my mother's side. This is my cousin on my mother's side.
Hey,
It's my
fam.
cousin on my father's side.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. So you damn Hustle. You got like 5 minutes.
Say what's
So
on
we
your
gotta
mind.
bring you back on
Speak-
Friday.
I'm gonna just say what's on my mind.
Yeah.
What's on my mind is probably like, let me see, like three topics, right? One of them is black opportunity, reinvesting it and taking what you know and bringing it back to the neighborhood and getting people out, one person at a time. That's one of them. Number two is I just went through a breakup and I'm emotionally fucked up behind that, but at the same time I feel good. And I got one more subject. That Salvation song by Jiggy Jada, please go download it, stream it. It's so real.
It was good.
And then the number one subject that I want to talk about is the number one subject I want to talk about is mental health in the black community, because we all fucked up.
That's a whole show by itself.
Right, that's a show. You're gonna have to,
Yeah,
you got to
come
be
here,
up here next Friday, bro.
That's the whole
'Cause
show.
We're
whole
done.
No, and listen, listen, brother man. Great, L. I'm from Staten Island too. I'm from Stapleton. I was I was out there, man. I was a victim of no father. Just my role models was my brother, but he was locked up all the time. But he still was my role model. So that was my dad, right? My brother was 13 and he was going to jail, right? So once he left and went to jail, I grew up around older people that was breaking in houses, doing crime. So that was my first introduction into any kind of hood. And thank God spared me, man. He got me through that. I want to make it real fast. That happened. My brother came home from jail. I still was doing crime. I fixed my life up. Long story short, now I'm fucked up mentally and I don't know why. Right?
I mean, to be 100 with you, it could be something suppressed. Sometimes we suffer for some things that we are unconscious of. Maybe a traumatic that happened when you were younger. That you're suppressing.
L, let me ask you a question, L.
Yo,
Do you feel in your heart that you are a man?
do I feel in my heart that I am a man?
Yeah, not like a gender. So like do you, like, because you grew up without no father, so you don't even know what a man. I mean, well, I'm not gonna say you don't know what a man is.
Yeah.
But you don't know what a man is because you never seen it. So you just looking like, oh, that's what a man should be. That's a man. So I'm just trying to. I want to know if you found it.
And I'll make it quick for you. I got you. I can make it quick. So when I grew up that way, my best friend, who I've known since the age of 4, his family took me in. And I've gotten to watch and see how men interact in a family setting. His mom calls me son. His aunts and uncles call me nephew. And they brought me to all their family reunions. And as I'm out here on the island right now, one of my first stops is to his mother's house because they pretty much raised me. So I know what a man's supposed to look like. I mean, and I know what a man's supposed to do. Like, I'm supposed to be the provider, but of my family. But in order for that to happen, you got to make sure that your foundation is sturdy. You can't build anything on faulty sand, bro. So if you're not 100 with yourself first, that's the first thing about a man is you have to be strong within yourself. And if you're shaky within your mind, you can't build anything because your mind is the most powerful thing. You are your thoughts.
Bring it back to what you said earlier, Hustle. If it don't matter where you move in the world, if you are moving right in your mind, you take you with you.
You are your thoughts, bro. So I know exactly what a man's supposed to look like, and I make sure that I tell my daughter exactly what a man's supposed to look like.
Yo, L, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with the world. Whoever's watching and whoever's going through this, I don't even know. I still feel like a boy. I think I'm doing grown man shit because I got a business. I got money in the bank. I don't buy sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
I try to take care of all my kids, but I'm still selfish.
Right.
But I don't know what a man is. And not only that, that's just one part of it. The other part of it, when I say I still feel like a boy, I still feel like I haven't forgave myself for being bullied or for walking away from fights or being scared, you know what I mean?
So that has to take place though. Like that. So my biggest, hardest decision was forgiving my father.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had to accept that what he did can no longer affect me. What he did helped me learn. Yes, it hurt. It was painful. It was painful. Like I'm not and a grown man. Men, I cry. Men are supposed to cry. It's a stigma that men shouldn't cry.
I cry all the time. Yeah. I don't got no problem with that.
I had to forgive him in order to move forward to where I am now. So those incidences that you went through, whoever you need to speak to, or if you need to speak to you have to forgive, bro. You didn't know any better, but now you do. Now you do, but you can't let the past hold you down. You have to let that shit go. You have to let it go.
Yo, let me tell you how bad it is. Let me tell you how bad it is. That's why we need more time. I'm so mad that they didn't put me. Oh man, we was about to get. We was about to listen. We was about to get. Listen. Oh my god.
You got ready and you never said anything.
I wish, bro. Hey,
no. It's all good. It's all good. Everything happens for a reason, right?
What's his name again?
That's Jay Hustle.
Hey, Jay Hustle. Listen. I just want to thank you for your honesty and your truth right now, because many people are afraid to share exactly what they're going through. And to me, that's a sign of a man. So like, I don't think you should be asking what is a man, but you should be asking yourself, what kind of man do I want to be? And right now, what I see is someone who's transparent and honest and hurt and is hurting and needs some healing, but you're in the space to do that. Many men don't even address that.
That's
so for
true.
me, that's bravery right there as well. A lot of good qualities of a good man.
I have to
listen.
Pointing out the qualities in you when you don't even see it in yourself. So that is,
you know what? My cousin always, Tony always, Dr. Wilson always tell me. Well, one time I was going to Atlanta and she told me this, and it stick with me for the rest of my life. There's certain things that stick with me, like my Aunt Carrie, and certain things that she said and she instilled in me, like stick with me. Like, but one thing, Tony, the one that's sitting right next to you, your cousin or whoever, I don't know. But let me tell you, she said, yo, you the next P. Diddy. And you know what I did? I went to Atlanta and turned that motherfucker out. She made me feel like I was Diddy. I swear to God, I was out there like, take that. But but I'm gonna keep it all the way real though. I'm hiding my pain through laughter, which is good because I haven't laughed in a long time. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Broken homes build narcissists, and then you being a narcissist, you don't even know it. And then you don't even know, you really don't look up the fucking, you don't look up the shit. You don't even know that you're a narcissist. So you have real men like L up there talking, and you be like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna be all the way real with you. So this is what real niggas think about.
60 seconds.
Hold on. This is what real people think about. I'm sitting there listening to L. I'm like, this nigga right. but for some reason I'm jealous of him.
That's that hood mentality.
Nah,
And it's not like I'm jealous like I hate him.
no, I
I'm
got
jealous because I feel like he's better than me.
never. I'm not better than you. I'm not better than you at all,
I'm
bro.
listening to you talk like, yo, you could bag my bitch.
But you know what? You know
Judge,
what?
I'm
This is so
done.
it's so real.
I like you, bro.
Real.
I'm keeping it 100 with you guys. I'm trying. Yo, listen to me. If you're not listening to me, I'm trying to systematically show you
I get you.
what it does.
Can I just address that from a systematic
No,
perspective?
that what he said is so real.
It is. You know why?
Wow.
You know why? Because systematically we're so oppressed, right? That when someone makes it, you feel like that one person got that one slot that not everybody can eat because you can only eat one at a time. So we are raised in these environments, especially in New York, where you hate and you're hungry because you have to get what the next one got because there's only this
That's
much.
that now, and it could only be one best rapper out here.
It's a scarcity
Yeah.
mindset, right?
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
us as people of color. But it also exasperated in the hip hop culture. There can only be one good rapper. There can only be one female rapper. There can be only one yellow Power Ranger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's instilled in us from a systematic level. So don't take the burden of that on, but address it and acknowledge it.
Yeah, don't take it on.
Yo, listen, if y'all haven't noticed, I got my suit on. Okay.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Because Lonnie,
Yes. Oh wait, you Hustle went and put a suit on. So we gotta wrap it up. Hustle, you'll be up here Friday. Everybody that's tuned in right now.
Yo, Hustle, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Could
bro.
you call back this Friday?
I will call.
Yeah.
I'll call next Friday.
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Listen, I want to definitely hold on. Let me.
You said what?
He'll be in the
I
studio.
want to wrap it up real quick. I'm gonna just wrap it up.
Because my next show is
Jenny, definitely. Jenny, I think you can really help me as far as like you can make me think like a woman, right? And L,
Yo, what's good, bro?
you can show me what I didn't see. You know what I'm saying?
We can link.
I'm
Let
wrapping
go.
wrapping it up right now.
Take my info. You can follow me. Hit me up on Insta, bro.
No, we're not gonna link up yet. I want to link up with you on the show first. I want to let it all out on you.
I bet.
I want to see what you. I need, because by me being me,
Right.
everybody's gonna hear it, and you're gonna give us answers.
Right.
Not like you know everything, but like you know something, and that's gonna help and heal. I really believe that. That's why I don't want to link up with you because I don't want to make it seem all planned. Let's just do it. Let's jump in.
Now let's do it.
Help and heal.
Well, thanks for having him put his suit on.
Yo, Hustle, let's do it, bro. I'm in.
For the streaming. You had him put a suit on. That's my cousin. He's an entrepreneur. He got his own paint business. Before that, he's always worked for himself. You probably seen him. He used to sell CDs in front of the check casher for years. Everywhere. He used to sell CDs every single day.
I probably did run into you, bro.
He didn't sell drugs or none of that. He hustled his way
check
into
casher.
Popeyes
in front of the check casher
My
place.
sister was the manager, the one in front of Bay. She was the one in front of Forest Avenue.
Well, I was in Stapleton. I was right in the hood, supplying the hood.
That's him. That's Jay Hustle. That's what.
And I was selling my own music at the Pathmark and shit. Y'all probably see me in Pathmark, Western Beach, selling my own shit. You ever seen four niggas together? Me, Husky.
A few times,
always hustling. Now he's in PA and he got his own.
Oh man, all I can say is
you tagged it earlier, bro. I wish you'd have tagged it earlier, but I got you when you on.
Yeah. So tell people where they can find y'all, so we could go. We gotta
Ladies
go.
first.
Ladies don't forget to put this inside the show description now. So this is the whole vibe. It needs to happen again. You can catch me at jenny.lewisford on IG because my other one got hacked, y'all.
Yes.
Find
you at
you could find me on leeknows.com. That's my own website. You can find me on IG Lee Knows. You can find me on Facebook Lee Knows. I started that motivational company like 3 years ago. I have my own podcast. I'm on Spotify, Apple, Google. That comes on a new episode every Monday. 8 a.m.
Tap in, y'all.
Tap in, y'all. Peace and blessings. Thank y'all. Share this broadcast. This is like one of the realest. Hustle. I can't believe you was sitting there in the room all
Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Next week, I want to build something, right? It's called mental fitness. I'm gonna get a graphic designer to make the thing.
All right, don't talk too much. They be listening.
Mental fitness.
It's a pleasure.
Yes. Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Uncut Jewels. We gotta go. We 7 minutes over. Tea Time's looking at me like I'm crazy. Reflex Radio, Uncut
We
Juice
out. We gotta cut it off.
podcast. Peace and blessings, everyone. Thank y'all for tuning in. I know I didn't see them yet. I was waiting for them like